to actually not be neater on that, but geez, he's played a good recovery shot. That's A1, that. Beautiful shot. And that is a result of a very, very poor opener from Mick. And as I said, if he wants to be competitive in this match, he needs to be.
Scary's made an error there too.
Who does Mick played on the way through? Do we know?
Well, he played what's his name? Jason Ramsden last round.
Yep.
I think he played. He knocked out. Was it? Who did he knock out? He played on this table. Oh, Boris Krasic.
Okay, so his draw's been decent in comparison to others, you would say.
He's played some good players.
I actually meant the other way around. No disrespect, but like I'd rather be playing the fellas that haven't won multiple tournaments. And
yeah. I mean, Boris knocked out
Tem.
Boris
is a very underrated player because
he's a great player.
Very good player. You just don't see enough of him at tournaments because he only plays in a couple.
But he's a great player, Boris.
He's very steady.
His brother's
very dangerous.
Not bad either, Dave.
Yeah, I think Dave's probably, to be fair, is probably past his best now.
Yeah.
In his heyday, Dave was very, very good player. Anyway, Mick Reardon has an opportunity. I think we might. What do you reckon? Just focus a bit on the Clacky Reardon match for now because this frame's pretty congested and could take a bit of time to sort out.
Yeah, these yellows are fairly open for red.
Oh, what a shot there from Mick. He needs a little bit of a result with this red and... it's not ideal, but he might have to play it straight away.
Tell you what, the yellows are pretty wide open too.
He's actually played a really good shot there, the shot before, to take that ball in the middle. Could have had better fortune with the red. And Scary's played the Around the World promotional shot.
Rusty wants to land with an angle on that back.
He's trying to sit it.
Oh, he's tried to.
He's played the layup.
What a great shot from distance.
Yeah, it's a tough shot to play right. It's funny, like when you watch at home on the screen and someone lays up a ball like that over the hole, you think, oh yeah, I'll just put it over the hole. It's easy, just put it over the hole. But it's so hard to get
6 foot away from it.
Yeah, man, it's tough. Like it actually used to be one of my specialties until I started playing a bit more aggressive, and then you'd have to play him as much, and then now I'm just balls at him. I'll tell you what I will give credit to for the tables. Even though they're playing a little heavy, we've seen quite a number of players trust them over distance, and they don't seem to be moving off.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of rolls here and there, but these main tables, they seem to be playing pretty good.
Yeah, no, Joel does a pretty good job. Considering it's, public pool hall. And
it's a big venue.
What's he got, 30 tables or something in there?
I'm tipping they get a smashing too because he gets a lot of crowd in here, a lot of public crowd. They're quite rough with the equipment as well.
They're Geelong blokes.
They're pretty rough, a lot of the locals, with the gear.
Chance here for Clacky. Getting on the black's the key.
Yeah, that's going to be the issue. It's this one for me, and he's played that so well.
Yeah, he's offside.
Offside, there's a bit of soccer going on.
Yeah.
I think he's all right because you just played a land like screw. See sort of where he's lining now, like screw back a little bit so you've just got the natural drop in and then come back past to the right of the blue spot. I think he's okay here.
Yeah. He's still...
Just doesn't want to overhit this where he swings sort of a bit too close to the middle.
Underhit it either.
Well, his chicken wing came out there. This is what I said, swing a bit too close to the middle and you don't want to overhit it. And that's exactly what he's done.
Has he got a pot?
Might be all right.
I think he's got the potting angle. Maybe. Just. Float.
No, there was nowhere near it. That's actually a pretty bad shot that he played on the yellow beforehand. I was worried that he would overhit that and get close to the middle. And when I reflect on it, I think stunning off that ball in the middle was wrong. I think you play the smaller run through, and that way your angle is thinner, and that way you can't go near the middle.
I think the error was getting offside, Jamie.
Offside. Yeah, getting offside's never any good. Doesn't help you kick goals. So chance for Mick, and he has played a safety. It's a good shot, except they couldn't have landed any worse.
Yeah, unless the plant's on.
Yes, I don't think it is though. Rusty's somehow worked out what's going on this frame, and he's having a dip.
So Rusty's transition to the black here.
Good shot there from Clucky. I think he's left an edge now on the red where Nick can play the return safety. This is another example too, Pikey, where you're watching at home. Oh, this is easy. Just pop the red and get on the black. Still got to cue the ball well. Good shot there from Mick. It has given Clacky a chance to come cushion first and flick this black in. It's a tough shot.
Rusty plays them smooth, doesn't he?
Yeah, good pop from Rusty there.
Doesn't overplay him either, you know what I mean? He just...
Oh, and I'll tell you what, he's been a really upset man too since he's been here. Not only has he brought the coronavirus with him from Queensland, from the airport. Good shot from Clacky. Good effort. That's the shot I spoke about. Not only has he brought over viruses, but he's filthy that there's no ice breaks. He's had to settle for what he's described as second-rate iced coffee.
So, Reardon, what do you do here? Do you play the billiard shot, bounce the one red out, run into the one over the middle?
That's some balls. I know I'd get that badly wrong. Do you honest, you know what I'd do? Maybe not now, because I don't like his angle, but maybe you're going to put the ball over the hole on the left side now and give yourself land sort of just below the baulk line, where you've got the angle. Just come off right side cushion, left side cushion, bottom cushion, and then in behind the red to the top left corner, similar to what Rusty just played on the other screen.
Needs a good angle here. How's
Yeah,
that?
that's good. I said just short of the baulk line. I think he actually probably wanted to be a bit even higher up on the screen than that. I think he wanted to be a bit thinner.
Not a lot of room for error here, though.
You might have to just settle for a double.
Yeah, you play to get behind the red. You got to be spot on. Mick Hill control to get on this red.
He hasn't played that well.
Played for the double.
Yeah, but he played for the middle, I'm pretty sure, and he's landed in
It's a bit
horrible street, really, because it's not straight either way. I think you're still playing this in the middle, yeah?
Nah.
You play it in the corner?
Yep.
There you go, middle it is. Good shot. That's a really good pot, and he did an inner fist pump there. I just saw the inner fist pump come out in him.
The inner fist pump.
Yeah, the inner fist pump. Oh, and he played that with a little bit of angst.
How you doing?
So Clacky will be a little dirty that he's not got that frame. Played the shot almost as well as he could have too.
Yeah. Yeah, he put all his eggs in one basket there, Reardon. And he got it.
And guys, you can probably see on the top of your screen there. Well, if you're using the full screen, you probably can't see it. But if you want to help support Cue Ball TV and help Dan keep his streaming equipment up to date and get extra equipment to make the streaming even better, there's a link at the top of your screen if you unminimise. So it's basically streamlabs.com/QBallTV Sport. Sorry, QBall TV Q Sport. And just an FYI too, actually costing Dan to do this stream too. Hasn't actually been subsidised in any way to run this stream, so he actually will rely a little bit on some donations from some folks. It's a good shot there from Mick. Looks like he's killing the ball beautifully. He's really got a lot of confidence. That's a very good shot from Rusty. Yeah, it's a good. The real key for me there is leaving that straight line Chinese snooker there, where Scary just simply cannot kick this ball out first shot. Very smart. Yeah, I don't think you're kicking it out this shot. You might not have a lot of choice, eh? He's going to try. You can't actually afford to hit the yellow at all here. Maybe the smallest. Gee, that didn't even look like he hit it. Clearly he did, but didn't look like it. Bad shot there from Claggy. I just wonder if Mick Reardon's got in Claggy's head a little bit, not with like verbal or anything, but just purely because he's seeing Mick play some pretty good pool and knows that he can't sort of make errors. And I think maybe leading in the match you would have thought, oh, I've got the better draw. You know, I'd rather play Mick Reardon than Scary or Rusty. And sometimes that can kill you, that. You think, yes, I've got the better draw, I should make the final, and then you lose. I think this is as far as Mick's ever been a comp in the semis. Is he of a major anyway, but like I said, he's playing beautifully. Thank you, Mark and Donna Eaton, for your Cue Ball TV donation, and no surprises there. They're always contributing. Love those guys. Actually, shame he couldn't get down to the tournament. And also Tim Warchope donated $10 as well. Thank you, Tim. So of the 4 players right now, who's winning? Who's the tournament winner right now? Who do you think's playing the best? He looks to be playing the best pool, doesn't he? I think Reardon. Yeah, true. It's a good shot too from Mick. I think Mick's playing the better pool than Clacky at the moment in the early parts of this match. I'm not sure. But I did comment quite a bit ago that if Mick wants to win the match, can't be making those ridiculous errors he made in the first frame, and he's certainly put a stop to that. Bad shot. Well, it all comes down to, you know what, if I'm Scary here, I play the shot to nothing on the red, on the top left-hand side of the table. Oh yeah, fair enough. Needs that to run a bit more than that. Now he's got to probably play the rail ball. Can actually play this as a shot to nothing as well, but he's not gonna. I'm just looking at the table. He does have to get into this pretty good. He's got to cue it like a soft screw. So this shot I like this because you can play the run through and you can play a shot to nothing, take the white ball to the right side cushion, or just off it. Just getting into it. Oh, he cued that really nicely. Beautiful shot. Good shot there from Clacky as well. He's opened up everything. And now we're starting to see some decent pull there, Pikey. Good little finish there from Mick. Expected him to get it, and he did. A bit contradictory what I just said. They're starting to see some good pull, but then he just said he missed the ball, so. Yeah, I guess punishment's probably the better word. There's some good punishment of errors happening out there. I think it goes to the middle. Actually, no, I don't think it does either. Yeah, he actually, how they reckon you should grip the cue pretty lightly. He's always throttled the back end of his cue. Something I noticed a long time ago, but you watch him grip the cue, he chokes the crap out of it. Hate to see what he does with his own python. Jesus. Yeah, I think he's actually done that deliberately to know that he's just going to get the little flick cannon. Might be hitting it a little thin. Pike in the white might run up the table. I don't think that's a possibility, but I think he can catch it a bit thin, and the white ball's going to be running up the centre of the table in a line. So, oh no, he's overcut it as well, though, trying to get the cannon right. Big chance again for Mick. He's got so many options here too. Doesn't have to blast away here and go game. I really like Pike. I don't know about you, but I really like the yellow that he's close to, the one that's on the right of the two there. I really like playing that up inside the rail here and then just snookering behind the other one. Clear the red out of the way. I really liked it. He didn't like it. He thought it was crap. He's out there and I'm not. That's right. Oh, that is a massive result for Mick there. Did not mean that. I'll be straight out and saying that there's no way he played the land there. Not a chance. If he did, he's a genius. He got a little flick to slide in between that gap. Not a chance he played for that. I'm actually just wondering how easy this red kicks out, because it's not right over the hole. So using the jaw to kick the red out, sometimes if you hit it a bit thick, you'll jaw your own ball. So this will tell us a bit. Yeah, see like that. He's jawed his own ball because it just wasn't deep enough in the pocket to just throw it straight off the red. So, but did play it in such a way where he controlled the pocket if he missed. I just think that he's just given Clacky, like he's got a couple of balls that are a bit dodgy, and I just think that he could have put himself in a far more commanding position than he has at the end of that visit. This is crazy thin. Look at this shot. That is an effort and a half. Even Robbo's put his eyebrows up at that one. That was sick.
Some donations because one of Dan's mics has gone dodgy.
He needs a new mic.
Needs a new mic.
Pikey's awesomeness is
We got a loose wire.
causing mic problems.
I think we got a loose wire or something. So Reardon with a bit of work to do here.
He's under the pump now. That was a good shot from Clay. That's what I'm saying though. He just didn't do enough damage with the shot he had before. No, that's not good.
That's not favourable.
No, it's not favourable. The cannon did not work out in an appeasing manner. I don't think I could have said that any more worse.
And I don't think that result could have come out much worse. He got the cannon nice, and if it moves it.
What about the smash double, Pikey?
I
the
did
run
think
through.
of that. I did think of that. Just knock in the double and go game.
Yep. Unless this goes clean, then he's all right.
What about the smash plant and get both yellows in?
That's huge. This must go.
Looks tight.
Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, it probably did go.
Maybe it did.
Because he did miss that yellow by a fair bit.
So, Clacky with a chance.
But I think if Mick goes back and watches his stream, and I'm sure he will, I'm sure he'll want to watch himself. My commentary to, like my critique, I guess you could say, to Mick there is when he had all the balls on the table and he's just blazed away a little bit. He really could have, his opening shot could have just cleared the red out of the pocket, removed any pressure for himself, got a snooker, and there's no way he would have been in a worse position if he got back to the table the next visit. So
different styles too, different players. Some players, you're playing a Steve Gray there, he drops the snooker every time.
Yeah.
You're playing a Benny Noonan, he probably plays the way Reardon played it. So
at the end of the day, no matter who you are, the percentages rarely lie. I know the whole fortune favours the brave exists, and it does happen from time to time, but I think the numbers will show over a long period of time. Apparently I like periods right now. If you do that, you will win more than you'll lose.
I'm with you. I think it's just the sinking feeling when they do, jag a result on you and think, gee, I wish I had a go.
Yeah, that happens a lot too, and it actually guts you more than anything.
Yeah.
It's scary. I
think a lot of players too, they'd rather lose by their own mistake than, giving their opposition half a chance.
I think everyone prefers that, but it's just some people don't see it until hindsight.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on here? Pikey's got some new contraption. Oh, Pikey's got all the new technology. Rusty's dropped in another snooker.
All right, I've got this new mic. This is a featherweight wire device.
Featherweight edition of the one I'm using. It's ear wrap only.
I think it's come straight off the private investigator security website. How's it going, Dan? Is it good? It working? Okay.
Well, that's actually not too bad there for Mick. He's got a decent little result there. So we have two frames here. They're just a little bit clustery.
Locked it 1-all and 2-all.
And if you were going to say to me whose match is going to go faster of the two, I wouldn't have been able to answer it purely based on the fact that I think Scary's playing a little bit more methodical, so I could slow it down. But if Rusty gets going, then it goes really fast.
And the same on, I think Reardon's probably a little bit quicker than Clacky.
I don't know. Clacky's a pretty fast player. I mean, he's contradicting what I just say right now because the balls are dodgy, but he generally is quite a quick player. He doesn't muck around, he just gets on with it.
Yep.
What's the other two? Is he super thin cutting this to the right corner? Getting the cannon. No. Oh, he's got to hit a rail. He has. Rusty's going game. I don't see an error this time from him.
No, he's a big chance here, Rusty. Perfect.
Yeah, he's got the chicken wing fine-tuned now.
Stun. No landing offside there, he's pretty good. Half ball, run through, perfect. He had a paddock to land in there, Jamie.
And he doesn't, one thing you'll see with Rusty, which a lot of the other players don't do, he always makes sure he overhits rather than underhits.
That's one thing about Mick Hill's game, I reckon. Not so much that he overhits, but he's always up on the shot. He's never under-hitting it. Like
Yeah, that's right.
a lot of, you see that error from a lot of amateurs like ourselves. We come up short often.
I do it a lot because I'm trying to control stuff too much and land perfect. Jeez, that's a weird way. Mick's played it like he wanted to sit it. That was strange.
I think he played to sit that over the pocket, Jamie.
I don't see the value in that because it gives Clacky the yellow on the side rail straight down over the pocket. To me, that's a weird shot.
It was a strange shot. Oh, big break from Rusty. Power slam.
That's a good snooker though from Mick. What are you saying? He's doing the power slam.
Yeah, there's a big break from Rusty. Not an ice break, a big break.
Once again, they've turned out pretty average.
Yeah, he's got dodginess.
Yeah, 2 balls down the bottom right here. You've got the yellow over the hole. If you're going to take yellow, that's fine. But if you want reds, it's no good.
I think he wants yellow.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the reds except for the crappy one that he's near. But can't have both ways, I guess, can you? Surely he's taking a plan on here, not a clean pot. Or is he already on these?
He's already on.
Just found a way.
I think he was hoping that it'd sit up a bit more to you. Now, what's he doing here? That's interesting.
Scary actually has clapped that shot. Oh, well, I guess
He's putting the pressure on.
It's just like I'm a shot ahead with the ball up over the hole, so let me get this out and you can eat it.
I don't know. Yeah, it's...
Oh, Clacky's filthy. Look where he's landed. He's actually put Mick on the red the only way he possibly could have. Wow. That's actually pretty stiff.
That's a big error.
You call it an error, I call it pretty stiff, but I guess at the end of the day it is an error. Speaking of errors,
Bit of cat and mouse going on here, Jamie.
I think that black might be under the middle still.
Yeah, but has he left a yellow? I don't think he's left a shot.
Could play the 3-ball plant.
Yeah, he's played the tuck in behind shot.
What a girl.
That's a good shot.
Was a good shot.
So Reardon with a golden chance here.
It's all about getting on the black. Jamo just donated $10. He says Foster BJ. Don't know if that's worth $10, Jamo, just quietly.
If it's $10 from Jamo, mate, it's like gold.
And I actually want to see guys like some of the guys that like Reece Godden. I want to see him donate some money. Actually, he has before. I can't hang it on him.
Are you calling people out now for the donations?
I'm calling him out. Where's Butterstonks got to?
Hang on,
this shot,
hang on.
That's in.
Oh, that is it well.
How's his leave gone? That's not too bad.
How's the black? Does the black go in the middle?
I reckon it does.
I'll check it out for you, Jamie. Does that black go in the middle? Gary Bradshaw's confirmed that it probably goes in the middle.
It probably goes. That's not confirming though.
It does sneak in the middle.
It does sneak in the middle. Reed's gone 3-2 up after the error from...
it's one of those ones you want to be right behind though.
Yeah. Well, he's a bit dodgy though in here. I think with this for his
he might have to swirl round it with a little bit of a massage.
Oh, bad shot. No good. Caught it too thick, so the white ball didn't travel.
Yep. He's going to try and leave him right up against the red. I saw that coming. That's a great shot.
Yeah, it's a right shot to play.
It's a great shot. Has he left his plan on? What a dodginess here.
Yeah, this is tough. I'm just wondering, like, do you even try and hit your red? Do you just try and hit another red on the table? And if you foul, you foul.
He's trying to get the white up this end. No, that's not bad.
Yeah, he played it all right. Actually, it's totally fine because there's no way Rusty can actually leave him hard up on the red this time.
Nah.
He's going to try and get around the angles.
He definitely does not want to pot the yellow because he won't have a black.
No, he's going to try and flick it in and go around the angles. Yep, I just saw him line that up.
Big call, big call.
He's going to
I
play.
reckon he catches the red if he does that.
He's going to play it right hand side. And he's going to try and flick around.
He's not flicking it in.
He is, mate. That's what he's playing for.
Oh my, wow.
He's actually overplayed it.
No, he's hit that awesome.
He lined up centre table with the white.
Mate.
He's overplayed it and he's got a result. It's a good shot. Bit of advertising there. Red, pool hall flunkies. Ooh, you were right, Pikey. It wasn't missable.
It wasn't easy.
Wow. Scary's probably wishing right now that he didn't chop up that black to the rail.
I think right now Scary's actually...
Buzzing you got a shot?
He's ecstatic.
I agree. Sometimes you want all of it though. He's too straight, so he's forced to take the one over the hole. Jeez, there's another miss.
Who was that ball?
That was Mick Reardon that missed that. A few missed balls to the centre.
Scary's gone...
Oh, look at this.
Back he's gone the cover.
I won't lie to you, I'm very surprised about... Oh, actually, no, I didn't see this red over the hole down the bottom left here.
Scary's got to get up on this.
It's a good shot from Mick, that.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Still just trying to
But
work out whether he's just going to settle for a double.
If he only got halfway up the table there, it's a lot harder shot, isn't it?
That's right. So this could be the black cannon here. He would have loved to have come off the rail a little bit more.
Close to the cush, yeah.
I don't think he'll play it because he's got to jack up.
He is.
Doing anyway.
He is playing. Nudging the black.
Good control.
Great.
He's all right. He's got the
it.
ball in the middle, so I think he's okay.
He's got both shots.
I think he can control this off 3 rails for the same pocket. Oh, he's on this one anyway. Doesn't matter. Tell you what, is this enough? I think he's got a deep screw this. May see him screw to the left side rail and back off again. No, he was okay. Good angle. So 2-all, neither player on neither table will go away, and they've decided they're going to keep us in these mic chairs for days. Days. And you guys get to hear the docile... What's the word I'm looking for? Is it the docile tones?
Docile. Let's just leave it at
docile. I'm putting everyone to sleep. What's the word? Dulcet. Dulcet tones, that's the one.
Yeah, no, I think you're going a bit far there.
You reckon? I don't know, mate. I'm feeling quite dulcet.
You know Frank Sinatra, you know... who was that other one in the Rat Pack?
If he was in a Rat Pack, he can't have been that good. Last time I checked, rats don't have dulcet tones. They make crap hissing noises. So Mick Reardon is just going off.
Like a frog in a sock. Needs good position here.
Played it well.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Overscrewed ever so slowly if you want to be overcritical, but we're not going to be.
Nah.
And should drop this in for a 4-2 lead. What an opportunity for Mick Reardon to make a final. And he's got some support in the room too. And then you hear, "Come on, Dad." And then we know that's Toby Clack.
Great little player in his own right, Toby Clack.
He is. He fell short of another Australian title at the juniors this year, but made the final again.
Yeah.
We'll probably win another Australian title or two in the juniors before he's got to exit the scene.
How old is he now? 15, 16?
I think he's 15, yeah. Could be wrong. Finds another ball. Dare say you might want red. Oh, actually, no, I like yellows here, Mikey. What do you think?
I'm just watching Rusty clear up here at the moment, but yeah, yellows are pretty good on the other table.
You've looked at them for less than a second. His back was in the way of the table. How could you have possibly called that?
That one yellow and red over on the side is a bit of a problem, but
A problem for both, but I think it goes. I think the yellow goes for. Well, actually, I'm looking at the table. It's pretty close.
It's not an easy. It's not. They don't all just sort of link up, do they?
No.
Rusty's, is he short there? I think he's short.
Yeah, he is, because he's swearing.
He's got to play the plant,
It's a tough plant too.
isn't it? And where's
Yeah, he could play the red long. That's what he's done, but I think that's missed.
That's missed.
Yeah, one's running the best. Well, Claggy's made the pot. I don't know if he wanted that though. I don't think he would have thrown a fit if it sat over the hole, let's put it that way. So I'm going to put this to the crowd at home. There's 4 players left. Who do you want to see win it? Who do you want to see win of the 4 players left win the Geelong Open for 2020, the first major for the year? That's beautifully controlled there from Mick.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
That should actually be basically the hard work done, and this is all tap-ins now.
Tap-ins?
Tap-ins. Thought I'd throw out tap-ins since I got labelled that nickname. Jeez, that's not a good shot there from Claggy.
Terrible shot.
So, Everton, I don't know who Everton is, it must mean red. But it looks like we've got a bit of everyone coming out there. No one wants Rusty to win. No one said Rusty yet. Oh, there was a Rusty up there. There'll be a few Queenslanders wanting the Rusty to win.
Or New South Wales.
We've got a few silly comments that are coming out now. Rusty has the best Q action in Australia, he deserves it. I don't think he has the best Q action in Australia, just quietly. In fact, I reckon I can name off the top of my head 3 blokes that have got better actions. Chili, $10, thanks. I'm not sure if Chili's male or female, so thank you, kind madam or sir. Claggy's just tried to get the coverage there on the yellow. I don't think... Oh no, he might have made it. Scary's mopping up. So what happened here? Didn't I say this was easy? Was that?
Yeah, this is the tap-in. Scary's still doing the tap-in.
He played the very good breakout shot, first shot.
Here he does the Jamie Stevens neck crank before he puts the black.
Do I do the neck crack, do I? I do all sorts of stupid things, I think. I'll tell you one thing though, because you don't sort of, it's been the new year, so everyone sort of had time off. I haven't been playing much pool. Played the qualifiers yesterday, then the money matches, or money comp. I was so sore when I woke up this morning.
So we got...
Look at that, Jaden's gone for Rusty just purely because he thinks Rusty could maybe eat more pizza than him.
Mick Reardon's played the cover. What do you reckon from Clacky?
Oh, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's definitely in trouble.
What about playing a little soft double onto the black? Try and cover the black. Like that. You just hit it a bit wide.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Mike, I'm pulling out some calls tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like it, but I might have preferred to put the red out in the middle of the table near the sort of where the blue spot on the snooker table would be.
So that way he doesn't have as many safety options?
Yeah, he has more options, but, because Mick Reardon can sort of leave the white up the top if he needs to. And
yeah, agree with you there. And you know what, you're right, Pikey, because he can actually play this plant down the rail without any care in the world, knowing that he's probably going to have a good white no matter what happens.
Yeah.
So it's a good call. Why was he jacking up on
He's
this?
playing a double.
No, he put the ball over the hole. I reckon that's suicide.
Yeah, that was a strange shot, but
Oh no, hang on.
it's not suicide, but it's just I don't think it was the.
Maybe he's wanted to get behind this yellow.
Yeah, but even
and run it down the bottom left.
Even so, Jamie, I'm not.
You're not a fan?
No.
I wasn't a fan either. So
You're taking away one of your soldiers.
I think it was a suicide shot.
Oh my goodness!
This white ball doesn't want to go in for him.
He's put the black safe as well. What a result.
He's actually got very, very lucky. Like he's got a bit of a grimace on his face, which basically means die.
How about pop the yellow over the hole near the black?
That's not that bad a shot, really.
No, I know.
Oh, this is a good shot.
That's a great shot. Oh, I thought it was going to sit.
Been a bit stiff. What's going on here? What's this all about? Get rid of that.
Yeah, no, O'Sullivan's took over. So, Blacky's...
Screw back double Pikey, I think.
Yeah.
It's tough. But you sort of didn't have a lot of choice. You kind of had to commit. Like, pop the reds, take the double on, you know what I mean? If he gets the black over the hole, if it doesn't go in, he's got a little bit of security. But
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing I like about where it's gone, Pikey, is you're talking about like getting a ball up that way early in the frame to restrict his options. Well, his options are very restricted right now.
Rusty's just made a crucial error going in off.
I did see the cue go whipping around.
This is a tiny, tiny microscopic half chance for Clacky. He's going to have a double on the black at best, probably. Has he got the angle to screw past the yellow?
Oh, I think
No.
he did. Here's the thing with these shots: the harder you hit it, the more the white will throw and then
Yeah.
screw. But I don't know if he can. He's actually played for. He's actually cued that pretty well.
Got to double it back now. Or double it forwards. Which way?
Well, just double it so it finds the pocket and goes in. I think it would be what he wants.
Like that?
And I'll tell you something as well. He would be one of the best doublers in the country. I'm not kidding. I think Claggy is right up there with one of the best doublers in the country. He does not miss a hell of a lot of them, and he doesn't mind backing himself taking them on. And Steve Chalks just made a comment saying it's scary to win, but what a day in the Robertson household if Neil wins. Well, Robbo went out first round, so it's not a great day in the Robertson household in Australia. And just to answer Luke's question, there's a lot of backpedaling. Couldn't help myself, sorry. And very good out coming up from Scary here too.
Yeah, two shots still, I think.
He looks like he's rolling too, you know, like he's quickened up a bit.
Yeah.
And he looks like he's getting through the ball better.
The in-off from Rusty, I think, gave him a big reprieve. I think he's got 2 on the black.
He might promote this just to make sure. Just bump it off the bottom rail and back out again. No, he's going to play. Someone was very happy with that. Big scream out from some lady.
4-2.
She got him in the Calcutta.
4-2. Tell you what, the table's on a bit of a lean.
Yeah, what's going on there, Dan? Your camera's gone pubbers.
That's better. We've levelled the table. There's Rusty.
He's taken up a fair bit of that camera screen just quietly.
He's not happy.
Rob Bowen wearing his Vic shirt. And I'll tell you what, that
hasn't come off.
That's the most ungay shirt he's ever worn.
So here we go. Scary with the big wind up. Smash. And he's potted a yellow.
Just so someone asked who Robbo lost to. I think he lost to Alec first round. Pretty tough first round draw.
Yeah, 3-1. Alec got him. And then Alec had to play
Tem
the next round.
And then got rolled. And then also Ben Noonan and Jake McCartney ran into each other second round as well. And I think Benny lost that. And then Jake lost to Rusty. They were running into each other all over the place. That's a good shot from Scary.
Great shot. That's a frame winner there.
Frame winning visit.
Could be a match winning. Is it still raised to 5?
You know what, Pikey? I actually took my eye off the score. I did not realise it was a 4-2. This is huge. This is massive. And I'll tell you what, I said earlier that I hope, obviously I go for Clay because Ballarat, you stick together, all that sort of stuff. But I actually hope Scary wins the tournament. And I'll tell you why right now, and it's a selfish reason. But he had to cancel his flights and accommodation. It cost him money to not play in a match that he was going to play in, and this is his potential reward. You know what I mean, like the
redemption,
whatever you want to call it. It's not karma. It's like a paying it forward. And someone's calling you Pike Star, mate. I didn't know. Someone's calling you Pike Star. You're got your own airline company forming soon, I understand.
Who's that?
Getting rid of Jetstar, yeah. We're going Pike Star.
Yeah. All the way. So Reed and is he on the yellow here?
Oh, good shot. That's a very good shot. Oh, that's curved in. Jesus. I reckon that's travelled just enough to be a problem.
Yeah.
Potential problem, but There's only really one red that probably goes, like, you might play that one. That's the one that sits to the bottom right of the white now, but certainly goes elsewhere.
So Clacky,
Anyway, let's have a look at this scary out because this potentially could finish the match, so we'll pay it some attention. Now, Pikey, do you stun on this to get the angle on the yellow to just play the little float stun in behind the black, so you don't have to cannon nothing, it's just nice and neat and tidy? Or he's underhit that, it's a bad shot.
Here's the thing, Jamie. I think the right shot's probably to play to land on the black, but I'll probably play to land off for the extraction.
It actually becomes a bit of an addiction after a while, doesn't it? I want to get the extraction. It's like when you first learn to screw back at every shot, maximum screw back.
That's it. But he's come up short there, Scary. He wanted to come up a lot further than that.
Yeah, he's just going to settle for the double. I thought he might try and swing around off too with a lot of right-hand side, but this is probably the percentage shot to play for the double.
This is a typical Scary power double too.
Yeah, he played the screw off it. Screw off it and power double.
He will not hit this in softly.
He's missed it.
Oh.
And he hasn't fluked it. And he's given a massive chance for Russ to get back in the match.
Do we see Rusty play a chip off?
Absolutely we do. 100 mile an hour, this is a snooker coming up.
Which way do you chip off? That side cushion one, or?
Yeah, I like the one that's on the right side rail. I'll just chip down. You don't want to go all the way to the rail because you won't get the snooker, so you're aiming to go sort of 3/4. You don't like it?
No, I do actually, because chances are your white's going to be left back up that end when he misses, well, when he tries to get out of the snooker. So you really need that red in play.
Yeah, you don't have to chip in the middle of the table. He's just got to flick off a little bit. Well, he's gone middle table. Actually, don't really like that shot.
He's not potting this though.
Well, this does double to the top right.
What about? Nah, you can't cut it back off the red, can you?
No. I'm talking about double off the side cushion to the top right corner. I think it's there. It's tough.
That shot's
obviously.
on. That shot's on. Yeah. I was just looking at whether it can go off the red back into the opposite middle.
Nah, not that. Definitely not. They would need to be touching.
And everything would be flying everywhere.
Higher up too. This is a chance, but it's tough. Percentage is very low, and he's chopped it up. Shouldn't even say chop up there really, because it's tough. I mean, you probably get that one in what, 20 or 30. It's a tough shot.
It was a tough shot.
Oh wow!
He's left him a shot here.
That's so lazy.
That's an error.
Yeah, that's lazy. And I'll tell you what,
it's a chance.
These are the ones you go, you know what, I should not be at the table right now. Just bang this in. Thin cut coming up. Don't think he'll smash double this one. Jesus, Mick Reardon's head.
What's this, 20% for Scary, 30?
I don't know. Is he a good thin cutter? Yes. He's pretty decent, isn't he?
It's off the rail a fair bit. Could be a 40%, Jamie.
Oh, it is.
Could be a 4 out of 10.
White's going to fly though. He's overcut it, believe it or not.
Yep.
And this time he will not get back to the table.
He does have a bit of support.
He's about to win the match 5-3. I've taken my eye off the ball there. I did not realise this frame was nearly over. There it goes. Mick Reardon is into the final.
Thought he was going to throw his chalk into the crowd.
Fist pump, maybe win one more match before you go too crazy with the fist pumps.
That's his first final, Jamie.
Don't matter, mate. Calm yourself down. Got a job to do.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time to calm down.
Well, not really. Oh, well, I guess, yeah, because if Rusty wins this frame, we're still going, aren't we?
That's a nice angle.
Yeah, just a little soft screw. Just don't land on the top rail. Just come off the rail. So Rusty stays alive. Thanks to a reprieve from Mick. A poor positional shot on his final ball to not allow himself to get on a decent black. So 4-3. Gary's still in control scoreboard-wise. Like, you apparently are a bit of a celebrity. You won Div 1 most frames. I don't know. Recently, I'm guessing. Oh, look how close that wide ball's got to the pocket. And look at the reds, except for the one that's near the right middle. Still gettable, that one in the right middle. Oh, he's got an angle right now, I think. Or he might be a bit straight. I think he's just got enough angle and maybe able to pinch to just get straight on the long ball to the top right. Oh, I don't know what he's tried to do there. He surely hasn't tried to push the red past the yellow there because he hasn't hit it hard enough, so maybe he's just trying to get really close to it behind it, I'm not sure. But now he's on it, and that's a good shot. This still needs to be made, this pot. It looks easy on the screen, just bang it in, but it is missable. And that has gone in. So, not much left to do in this frame. There's one good controlled shot on the ball that's closest to the middle. May play it now and just come underneath the black and the red, in between black and red. No. Oh, he had good angle on that. I didn't realise his angle was so good.
He'll nudge the black here.
He might not. No, he did. The only reason I thought he might not is because he might not land perfect on the red.
Do you take the red long now?
He has to, doesn't he? Well, he can. I guess it goes to the bottom left as well, doesn't it?
Go in the middle.
Look at the sign he's playing this with. Heaps of right hand side for no reason at all.
No reason at all. No reason why you wouldn't. 44.
4-4, and Scary's going to be filthy about that miss, I reckon. I'll put the moz on the bloke. I've just finished saying how I want him to win, and then he chops up.
So we got a game on here, Jamie.
And here's his break, so we'll have first opportunity to potentially do some damage. Rob Bowen must be buzzing over there about timekeeping. Only thing that sucks about getting to the quarters.
Yeah, you got to umpire the longest match.
Yeah, horrible. Oh, semis is probably worse, to umpire the final. But at least you get to share that with someone. So I think quarters is definitely, from a perspective of having a good tournament, but it's sucking at the same time. Don't get knocked out in the quarters.
Big break.
That's a huge break from Mick. And
have a look at these yellows.
He says, yes, he says, thank you for the yellows. You know what? All
and the reds.
Actually, you know what? He might take reds.
Nah, oh, it's possible, but
I reckon they link together a little better, but I would take yellows myself.
I'd definitely
Actually,
take
no,
yellows.
I wouldn't want to, but I'm off my head. If I ever took reds in this situation, I would be forced to quit the game. Because it would clearly show that I've lost the plot.
Well.
If he takes reds now.
He's come up short.
That's a bad shot. He's luckily to be on the one.
I don't even know if he is on it.
No, he is.
He is.
And that's a perfect example of what we talked before. Like Rusty will never land short on that.
No.
I'm not sure what happened there. Gets a cannon. Oh, it's
bad
just,
cannon.
it just rolled to the rail.
Bad cannon.
He definitely wanted to miss it. He was trying to go underneath it. And this all falls back to the first shot of the out. Pikey.
Yes.
Actually, you know what? I play this down the rail all day long. We've seen him hug the rail.
Oh, I know, but it's ballsy, Jamie.
We've seen him hug the rail the entire night.
You miss it, you're leaving everything.
Well, you've got to deal with this ball sooner or later. You're going to get on it better than that.
I understand.
I ask you the question.
There's not really an angle for an extraction either.
I think take it on.
Does he try to push the red to the gushy?
Maybe you can play for a double. I think this is just getting more and more ugly by the second.
Is the double on? Is there?
I don't think he's on it now, is it?
No, but is it? Does it double into the middle?
I think it does, but the transition now is just balls. It's horrible.
Do you know what? If you land on that down the cushion, you're always on the black.
Mate, I don't know why he just didn't take it on earlier. All it is the fear of missing and losing the match. If he's 4-2 up, he takes it on every day of the week. So why should your shot selection change because of what the score is? If it's a right shot, it's a right shot. Fair call? No, you don't like it?
I'm undecided, Jamie. I'm hearing what you're saying. I understand.
It's just a matter of being able to pull the trigger on it. And like, to be honest, most people can't. You know, and that's why...
This is horrible.
Oh, yeah, it was always going to be. He really wanted to be half ball on this so he could play your shot, Pikey, where he just gets behind it and then just runs it up the rail.
I think maybe his best results is putting this yellow over the corner.
Yeah, it might be. Don't underhit it, leave a huge gap.
Don't pot the red.
He's taking the pot on. Well, it's sat. I think he should feel good about that.
That's a result, I'd say. Rusty straight into it. He does not hesitate, does he?
No, well, he wants to get the cannon. He's okay, but he's still got another dodgy red to deal with. But he can drop this in, and he will have an angle to play the bottom of the three reds that are in a line here and come off two rails and into it. So he's a good chance here, Rusty. And I made that sound really easy on mic, but it's still got to be executed correctly. Oh, he didn't even have the angle. What do I know? So now this is getting hard.
Play the double now, Jamie.
He says. Why not?
Well, you got the yellow on the cushion, you know.
He's going to swing around and try and get behind it.
So this is the danger.
He moved on that and he's cut the double off.
He's given Scary a chance to get that off the cushion.
I like that. He's like banged the table with his killing it, but he's got a result.
What about What about double the yellow into the black? Push the black over into the yellow.
You're off your head, mate. I'm just looking for a good wide here.
I'm looking at... You could get that black over near the yellow if you wanted.
Jesus, mate.
Asking for too much?
What about... you know what? If you're going to play your shot, play it and try and get the white ball in behind the red in the top end of the table.
Yeah.
Because the angle's decent to do that.
He's just chipped it out.
Yeah, he's just played the shot that
He's
I've
played
said.
leave the white.
I think that's the right shot. Didn't have to do anything too fancy. Would have loved to have got right behind it.
He's left him a thin cut in the middle.
How's the playing it off the yellow and getting the extraction on the ball on the side?
Mate, it's horrible.
You reckon?
For 4-all, I don't want to be playing that.
Well, you don't have much choice, I don't think. Actually, he can play the little double out on this red and get a snooker.
Yeah, I know.
That's tough as well. I reckon he's playing the shot I said, Clyde.
I reckon he's cutting it straight in.
But even still, he'll play whatever the angle is to get the cannon. No, he played my shot.
Oh, wow.
Left the foul snooker as well.
All day.
And Scary will just... He would think he would just play the right-hand side of the red here, up the table with the foul snooker and use his second visit on the yellow to go game.
I think you're right. Just chip it out.
I wouldn't even chip it out. I would just run it up the table. I don't care if it goes in.
Yeah, you just half ball the red, screw into the rail.
Just get the white ball off the rail. Just like that. Good shot.
2 shots on the yellow.
He loves potting balls, see, look at that. That's actually even better because now he keeps his 2. So I'm off my head not even saying that. What a frame.
Whoa.
He is absolutely fine here. And he will make the
He's doing
final.
2 shots. Does he not heading
I don't
towards
know,
him?
there's no one off here. And he will make the final, Mick Scary versus Mick Reardon. It's a Mick affair.
Mika.
It's all about Mick.
All right, guys, we'll give the finalists a couple of minutes before we get started.
Well, there you
If there's
go.
anyone interested in umpiring the final, can you come and see me?
Expressions of interest have been given to umpire the final. As you can see, everyone's jumped out of their seat a million miles an hour to run over to Paddy Hood. Oh, I'm going to take a break, try and get me back not dying. And I'm going to tip Mick Scary to win this final now. I think I actually think Mick Reardon played better pool than Mick Scary did though in those 2 matches, but
The factor of being there, done that.
potential, yeah. We might see a little potential little choky choke from Mick Reardon because it's his first time making a final, but he might rise to the occasion and just eat it up.
Mick Reardon.
Oh, okay, so okay, it's not a major though, but still a decent comp. So he's won Dandenong Open last year apparently. Oh, he lost in the final, so he hasn't won a final yet. Actually, that's right, yeah. I'll be back.
Alright, so we are down to the final. Congratulations to both Mix, Nick Reardon and Nick Scarry. The final will be a race 6 or a best of 11. The umpires will be Paul Flack and Rusty Wheeler, who will share it. They will share the umpiring.
Smiley, this is a good job for you. That one,
Sorry, folks, they've started ninja-like and didn't realise they'd kicked off. Pikey's gone AWOL. Smiley's going to jump on.
Hey guys, I'll be keeping Pikey's seat warm for a little bit.
Now, I'm going to ask the question to the viewers at home. Number 1, who's the winner of the Geelong Open 2020? Number 2, what's the score going to be? Race to 6.
I think maybe the longer race favours Mick Scary because he's just got more experience, I think, in these types of situations.
Yeah, I think
A bit
Mick,
more polished.
I think Mick Reardon played the better pool of the two in the semi when I watched them both play. However, I think Mick was probably dealing with more open tables than what Mick was, Scary was.
Yeah.
I think what we'll see here is we'll see Scary step up. I think he'll make less errors than what he's made most of the day. Switch on a bit more, and I think he will try and grind Mick Reardon into the ground. And I think Mick will try and blow him off the table. Mick Reardon will try and blow Scary off the table.
And I just don't think that's going to work in this situation.
Well, it will if he's not missing, because he's not missing a lot, Mick Reardon, so he deserves his spot in the final.
He's making some big outs and some big... he's played a lot of attacking but creative pool today, so it's been really good to see.
That was a very, very nice shot from Mick. He would love to have screwed back probably another foot, so he's a little straighter on this red down the rail. So everyone's saying Scary's going to win, and some of them are saying it's going to be a smashing. Others are saying it's going to be a bit closer. And Scary knew that if he did miss that, he'd probably have quite the coverage. However, having said that, I reckon the yellow will sneak underneath that red. Probably the middle of the 3, if you can get fairly straight on, so that way you can just punch it in, play it off jaw and then back of the red.
That one on the bottom side of the red up the top, is that the one you're talking
Down
about?
the bottom here, the middle of the 3.
Yeah. Oh, that'll punch off the red over the hole.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, it'll come off the jaw and go in. It's fairly over the pocket.
I am interested to see how Reardon takes this on, takes the match on. Whether he just continues to play in a no-fear fashion or whether he just tries to pull up a bit and control the frames.
Yeah.
The opening shot tells me he's having a crack. Although I think I would have played that long.
I would have played it to the top right corner.
The white's flying there and you didn't know exactly how you were going to cannon balls, and the result is, he's landed a little dodgy.
Especially when you have most of the balls, well, all of the balls off the rails, you don't really want to go playing cannons and having to get extractions later on in the frame.
No, absolutely not.
Just creates that extra twitch because it becomes harder, obviously.
Surely there's someone out there that thinks Reardon's going to win. Come on, can't be all one-sided. There we go, good on you, Greg.
Just pot it clean.
And Steve Sharp says Reardon 6'5". That's a good shot.
That is a good shot. The tables are slowing up a little bit. Well, they have been all day.
They just brushed
really.
it.
It's still slowing up, I think.
Yeah, we've commented that we think they're playing a little heavy, the cloth. So.
Yeah. Probably due. It's they've got the aircon on here at Slate, so I think that's got a lot to do with it. Just having a lot of moisture in the air, cold moisture.
Yeah, definitely that they're playing a heavy, damp, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not zipping around like we've sometimes used to.
Yeah.
And it's actually really amazing how conditions can affect the pool. Like, we're not seeing heaps and heaps of wide open breaks at this tournament compared to a lot of other times, even this comp over the years. A bit more clusters. I don't know what Scary's plan is here. He's in huge trouble. I don't know what's the point of potting balls. Maybe he thinks this red goes underneath the yellow, like the one that's near the middle. No, I don't know what he's doing.
Not going to play that though.
I don't know what his plan is here.
Maybe he tried to leave a bit more angle and try and get into it or something.
All I can think of is he's just going to drop this ball in the middle, leave himself an angle just to flick this red out and just try and keep the pressure on.
Yeah. What about if he plays this and then where he had his cue there, he just plays a little flick off and gets it closer over to the yellow and leaves it on it? No, he's going to play
Tried
that.
to flick it out. I don't know. I don't understand any of what he did there. Of the previous few pots of balls, I just don't get it. Could have done that 2 shots earlier.
Yeah.
Unless he wanted to land on a certain angle on a ball to try and do something and he didn't find the angle, I don't know.
Maybe he's tried to play the billiard shot off that and get it out.
The worst part for Scary is he could have put the white ball in a worse spot for Reed. Like, this is huge. Big chance to go game here.
They all go, don't they?
He wants to stun that dead, played that really well. It's a good shot.
Oh, has it gone too far though?
Nah, he's fine.
It's fine.
If anything, he would have liked the white to have run through a touch more, so he was really straight on this yellow.
Yeah,
But
you can just drop it in.
Yeah, he should be right. There's not much angle on it.
No. Probably see him drop this in, play the one near the black, and then mop up the top of the table. Leave that ball over the hole till last, so it's easy to get on the black to the centre, I think.
I think he's probably going to get rid of the ball over the hole next. Like, I think he's not going to leave it there.
Yep.
He's just going to play the run through and then just use it to get position.
Wow.
Didn't hit that as neat as he would have liked, but he's got good angle. He's
Yeah,
fine.
he's got good angle, yeah.
In fact, he can actually just play this run through with right hand side, and he's going to land. If he can land on the blue spot, he's got choice of shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why he's actually stunned that. Got away with it a touch, but
Early tester?
yeah, absolutely. Because that was a loose shot with a white.
Yeah.
That was a run through all day, that shot. I'm not sure what he was thinking there.
He could have even just screwed back off it and just squared up the angle.
He's actually got too much angle on this.
Yeah.
This is tricky. This is very missable.
He's screwing back too. Oh no, he's stunning.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
I'll
it
tell you
was
why it was
missable.
missable is because the natural run through path was awkward. So it feels uncomfortable. So you try and manufacture something that's not there. Which is what he did there. He actually did twitch on that.
And because he hit it thick, obviously he didn't get the white to follow through as much to get the right angle.
Well, if he had have hit it the right angle, the white wouldn't have followed through as much because it
would have gone further.
I think it would have pulled to the rail faster. Because if you've got to hit it thinner, it means it's going to the rail quicker. So it would have pulled faster to the rail, and he wanted the white ball to travel down the table more. So the straighter he hit it, the more it travels down. The more you've got to hit across it, the more it comes to the side rail first.
Yeah, right.
And that's why people miss those balls, because they want to get down on the ball so they've got a natural angle to run back up the other end of the table.
Yeah.
So just
But it was an early tester though. So.
Well, a good little queuing shot required here from Mick.
Yeah, he usually plays
normally
these
eats
well,
these, yeah.
That's straight in.
That well. People ooh and ah a little bit, but I don't really think there was any danger of it enough. I think he made that look a lot closer than what it was. And bang.
Such a sound cue.
And I'll tell you what, it's real quiet in here. Super quiet in here.
Yeah, if the match becomes a blowout, I think it'll stay quiet.
Look at all the barflies too.
Yeah.
Like normally they're all carrying on, chirping and drinking away and creating the atmosphere that we love.
JR's not here to set it off, so I think that's why.
Well, yeah, we can't hear JR commentating the frame 3 kilometres away, and every player that ever played 8 ball can hear him.
Yeah, they're at bar 8 commentating right now.
So, final push, guys, just for a few bucks for Dan, if we can help him out. If you like what you're watching, enjoying the final, throw a couple of bucks Dan's way. He's just chucked a link up in the chat feed for you. So if you've got your shit maximised, just minimise it for a sec so you can quickly click on that link and help Dan out. Apparently needs a new microphone.
Why is it playing up?
Yeah, the other one was, yeah.
Oh, that's why I've got this shitty friggin' CIA looking one.
That's the private investigator earpiece, that one.
Yep. I think I look good in it. Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely, it's stylish.
Yep.
So Mick, Scary at the table. Did he break?
No, Mick Reardon broke.
Mick Reardon broke.
I thought
So
he got
drive
balls.
break.
I thought I heard balls come in, but yeah, obviously not.
Is this being timed? Yeah, it is. Clacky's
Yeah.
time. That's why it's Scary to run around.
Yeah.
So
They've been timing pretty well all day.
Have they?
Yeah.
See, mine and mixed match didn't get timed, and we both would have been time found about 8 times at one point because we slowed right down when it got tactical.
It would have ruined the match though. I think with the early matches you can't really time when you've got 2 quality players playing each other because once they get bogged down like yours did, sort of like you got to think about the shots a little bit more.
I'll be
I
honest
think
with
it
you, I
ruins it a
would
little
have
bit.
actually preferred a timer in that match because I think it would have benefited me more than Mick because he was the one that had to do a lot of the, like
Thinking,
big outs.
Yeah. Just making sure of the outs as well.
But at the end of the day, I don't care. If you can pull out a big out and it's appreciative to watch, it's good for Paul. Even though I cop, even if you're the one that cops it, just don't care anymore. I mean, I was upset I lost for about 10 minutes and I got over it.
I think it was about 2 minutes until John Jones come on and
Was it 2 or
we had a look at that. Yeah.
That's true. Thank you, John Jones, for somehow winning a decision. You should never have won that fight. And that is a good shot there from Mick. He's used a lot of right-hand English.
Right-hand English?
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw it out there, just mix it up. Everyone hears the word side a lot. Brody, chew up $20, thanks, buddy.
Next we'll hear you saying all the American
will not-
versions of the name. Like draw shots and all
Yeah,
that
you got
kind
to.
of crap.
Do they use English? Was that
No,
that's a
English. I don't know.
draw
what it is.
back
Actually,
off
no,
the
it might
cue
be.
ball?
Yeah.
And
the bank
I will
shot.
never ever say break and dish
Yeah,
ever.
no.
That is the stupidest
That's
English
not even
people.
American,
I don't
that's
even
just
know,
English.
I don't even know who invented that in England, but they need a slap in the face. Stupidest thing ever.
Gavin Lomax
that's
is bad for
really
that.
stiff.
Oh, going to break and dish. He
I
now
underst-
says it to you to just get on your nerves, I think.
No, he doesn't. No, Gavin Lomax doesn't want to get on my nerves. He loves me. That's a pretty. Needs a good cannon here. I don't think he's got a lot, unless he jams the red in the pocket.
Well, he really needs to get a
What a shot that is.
That's a great shot. Half ball off the left-hand side.
Appreciate that one, folks. That's very, very deliberately attempted. Couldn't have hit it any better.
No, it was perfect. I really think, I know it's only early, Jamie, but I really think Scary just looks really polished and he's up for the occasion.
That's what I said to you. He'll go up a gear in the final.
Yeah.
And you know what? I
He's
don't
playing
think
good speed too.
he doesn't
which
make
is
a lot of finals, Mick.
not of majors, no.
No, but I think his strike rate of winning one when he's in it is actually decent.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but I think it's decent. How
I
many
think he
majors
makes
has
a lot
Mick
of
won?
quarters. I feel like he makes a lot of quarters.
Other than the Australian titles, because he's won 2 of them in a runner-up, all 3 years in a row. He's won Albury. What else has he won?
He's won,
I don't think he's won heaps.
I think he's won this before, hasn't he?
Geelong.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's won Geelong.
Not sure. I was thinking Anza.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure someone out there has the answers. That's got a record of the, or they've just, there's some people out there that can just remember everything to do with statistics and stuff.
Yeah.
Someone out there might know.
Sadly, I can't remember how I got here this morning.
And
Not really,
a
I
few
drove.
people predicted a smashing score-wise, just scary. I'm actually starting to agree with them people. He's looking good out there, and the worse the scoreline gets, the harder it's going to be for Mick to score points.
Yeah.
And he's
He's,
played. You see, he's already just tried to play safety. Actually, he didn't have much on. Fair enough.
Bit of a tricky one. What's good about Mick in this though? He's not missing, but he's also hitting the dead centre of the pocket, so it's really good to see. So when you're potting clean, you're generally not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
What do we got here, James? Still open.
Still open, and there's not a lot. Actually, do you think the red plants, yellow and red, is it pretty set or is it dodgy?
It looks like it's just a little bit of a
You've got to
three-quarter
be
ball.
careful not to go in off the top right-hand corner here. Bottom right-hand corner, sorry.
Yeah, but he's playing. Oh, he's playing that one.
Ooh,
That
wasn't
was
far off the
close.
mark.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he considered that. Yeah, he does want to land between the two yellows. Rusty's just commented in the background there that he can punch this, but it might be a bit straight the way he screwed off that. And I think he's all right, yeah. It's a good shot. Mick has won Whitehorse Albury twice. Well, there you go.
Whitehorse formerly Geelong Open or Whitehorse the actual tournament?
There was a tournament at the, what was it called? The Italian Club in Whitehorse Road, I think it was, or Burwood Highway. Yeah. Hang on, Scary, not one Anzac. Okay. Oh, God. He's crap. I've nearly won that many. No, he hasn't won Anzac or Berry. He hasn't won any. He hasn't won the big ones.
Self plug.
He hasn't won the big ones.
A little bit of the self plug there.
I've got to give myself a plug now and then. Doesn't come up very often.
That's a bit of a. It's actually, I think it's had a bit of a kick.
I'll tell you, and Russ used to hit the nail on the head there. You don't try and hot control that. You bring the wide around the angle so you're guaranteed to be on it. And in fact, it doesn't even matter what angle you land on.
No, you could even play it to just be on the right-hand side rail, then you still got it to the
You land straight,
side.
you screw back, you land just off straight, you come off the back rail. If you land with too much angle, you come around the back of the black. Like, it doesn't
So
matter
many
what
options.
angle you're landing.
Heaps of options.
Yeah. Big double coming up here. He's got to play the run through as well.
Is the double on?
What a shot! What a shot! He's all right. He's on it. Someone's gone berserk.
Yep. I'd
That's
say
a
that's
very,
the bloke who's got
very
him in the
big
Calcutta.
shot.
That's a good
And that
response.
is great finish from a very, very poor shot. He's recovered and done the business.
Good response.
And I'll tell you what, that was such an important shot for Mick Reardon that if he chops that double up, loses the frame, the final's probably like 6-0, 6-1.
Yeah.
Now he's chock full of confidence again. He feels good about himself. He'll have already forgotten about that muff up on the position. He'll just think, geez, I just landed a big double there, run through, got the cannon, landed fat, pot black, yay.
There's a lot of things that happen there, Jamie. Right, comes up dry
Big
though.
break and the yellows say hello,
Yeah.
nice to see you.
Mick also says hello, nice to see you.
Just wondering if transitionally, I don't know if you can drop this yellow in the middle and the white, I just draw it back a touch.
I
I
wouldn't
think the
just-
angle's going into him, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's a bit straight though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
he could
was.
just drop it in.
It's a real shame he couldn't pull that back for left centre. Only reason I say this, all he's got to do is clear one and then he heads up the table for the other two balls. Or actually leave them till last. Oh wow, that was on, never mind.
Yeah. I was going to say, what are you talking about?
I did not realise that was on. I'm off my head. This is not a hard out.
No. Mick should be saying basically, I'll rack up the balls for you, sir.
I don't do this very often, but like, I used to say a bit of stuff. Dan used to love it, but I used to get controversial and say some stuff and get involved with the people viewing and hang shit on them or tell them to shut up or whatever. I don't do that now, but I will ask that the people that are commenting in the chat not be flogs and talk crap about the guys that are out there playing. That would be really good because this is their time to shine, not yours, and there's no need to have any of that crap going on.
Yeah. Should just be happy about the blokes that are getting out there, putting their all in for the tournament.
Yeah, they're the ones they're the entertainers at the moment.
Exactly. They're the guys on TV as well.
And just
So-
needs to draw this back
Draw?
a little. Yeah, I thought I'd throw it in there.
Jesus. You're throwing a few odd things at you.
Yeah, I haven't. Oh, wow.
That jawed about 57 times.
That was actually weird.
Yeah.
I haven't used float much of late, so I might give that a run soon.
Well, he's doing it now, Jamie, isn't he? Floating it in.
Floats more when you play an angled shot and you float
Run down the table, yeah.
So, Mick will be filthy that he didn't pot a ball off the break, and he says, I'm out of here. It's toilet time.
Surprised he doesn't have the cue this time. He took his cue to the bathroom before.
I'll clean it.
I'm not sure, mate.
Maybe he goes to bed with it.
Took some sandpaper. He took some...
Did he take a butter knife?
I think so.
Brett Rogers special?
Yeah, he might have. I think he took his little box of treats up in there as well. He's got a box over there that he just keeps everything in, like a Tupperware container.
Yeah, yep.
And he has, from the looks of it, a knife, heap of sandpaper, different ones.
Oh, he's very much the tip connoisseur.
Yeah.
He loves to muck around with the tip a bit.
Surprised he hasn't got extensions and everything in there as well.
He was actually commenting the other day, because he gets cues modified and he's got like 1 million cues. Him and Scott Matthews, I think, are having a competition to see who can get the most cues ordered online and say they're all garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I don't know who's winning that, because Mick has been purchasing quite a few cues.
Might have to do a Facebook poll just to see.
But he does go through a lot of cues, and he sells a lot of them too, because obviously he doesn't like them.
He doesn't like them,
sells
he just
them.
floats them off, yeah.
But hey,
he talked this one up, right? And then he actually said that this cue was garbage one time, and then he tried to sell it to me. So.
Well, I can tell you right now, the cue that he's using right now, if he ever turns around and says this cue's crap, it's no good, well, he made a final with it. It can't be that bad.
He actually was saying that about a month ago, mate. He had that one, and he's just like, this cue is rubbish. He hates it. But maybe his modifications have worked out good, and now he's playing with it in the final.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. He was saying he had a cue, had weight put in it, and then he had it taken out, and then he had to put it back in again. Crazy. I've never had a cue modified in my life.
No.
I pick up a cue, this feels alright, this will do.
Yeah.
And I've actually...
I don't feel like you have to, like you should. I feel like the way it's made is how it should be run in, and
I've actually only ever owned 6 cues in my life, and 4 of them were in the first 2 to 3 years I played pool. Because obviously you start with a garbage cue, and then as you get better you realise your cue's garbage. So you get a better cue, and then you tend to like go up through the cues, realising that because you pay like $70 for a cue. Yeah. Then you pay this cue's no good, I need to upgrade, and then you'll pay. This is back earlier days, like 20 years ago. Pay $200 for a cue, and you think it's great because it's a $200 cue, and then you end up paying $300 or $350. This is pretty much the process I went through. Yep. Then I had one custom made, cost me $500. That was a Peter Hanley cue, and I still have that cue to this day.
That's the maple one, isn't it?
Yep, that was the maple
that's
cue.
That's a brilliant cue, that.
And then
really good for pool.
I now use the John Paris limited edition that I bought off Steve Lansborough at an absolute steal.
We won't say how much it's worth.
Well, I don't actually really know, but he reckons it's well worth over $5,000, which just seems insane to me. But
for a bit of timber, but I will say,
it's a good cue, though.
Backing up Jamie's statement for that, it's a fucking awesome cue. Sorry
just
about that.
Awesome
I just had to accentuate my sentence there. I do that every time I get on. I can't help it.
I'm actually pretty good at not swearing too much. Well, I have dropped one F-bomb today.
Just get too passionate about cues, mate.
All right, Nick Scary, what are you going to do here? A little delicate. Actually, he needs to get into this a bit. Yeah, and he does. I actually thought that was dodgy, that shot, because I felt he needed to screw through the yellow.
Or actually make it work and get back.
That's what I mean, screw through it.
Yeah. Instead of just letting it stay there and moving balls.
Because you knew if it stayed there, it wasn't probably going to be on much.
Yeah. So. Is he on... do you reckon that the middle of the yellows goes off the jaw and maybe off his red? In the middle
of the yellows.
The one just above the black?
No.
No? I don't see what he has here then.
He doesn't have much.
See, he's just slowing up a bit.
Yeah, he didn't have a lot on there, so he just tried to push the red to the rail. But
and Mick Reardon's has to take this chance.
Well, this is. I don't know if he'll have a dip here because the black.
Actually-
I don't know if the black goes anywhere, and he's just got a couple of balls on rails that sort of aren't linking great.
Yeah. You could nearly play, probably the obvious shot is to play this one over the hole, over the centre, and then try and get up for the very top ball and maybe lay a snooker.
I was just going to say, you've actually taken the words out of my mouth here. I was just about to say, this sounds really negative, but drop this in and play the snooker.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad shot. And I reckon that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah. Now he's got perfect.
This is just high percentage.
Just get it off the rail a little bit, just so as it goes into the up the rail nicer.
Well, for me, the key is, what is he doing? The key for me with this is you want Scary to get out of snooker and you want him to hit the yellow, clustered yellows, because then it opens the game up for you.
Yeah.
So it's a double reward this. You either get 2 shots or your opponent probably going to open up the frame for you to have a dip anyway.
I agree. So he'll probably be thinking about that. But you know what I think Mick does?
No, he's played it. That's a good shot. He's played it
I think
pretty neatly.
Mick Scary maybe just rolls up on it.
Yeah, he might do that. Just wants to make sure he doesn't leave a push-through shot where they can be open up. So he wants to leave this white pretty straight with the red.
Yeah. But like that, so as he can't push through and get this other ball on the right-hand side up over the pocket.
Now this is where the English people are going to go mental again.
Unless he flicks off it, Jamie.
I reckon he'll play like a little push shot where he'll just push through it enough for the white ball to clear the red, and so he can be on the ball, the bottom rail here, like on the right side cushion. So you're pushing this red sort of centre table, just letting the white go in a straight line.
Yep. If Rob Bowen had gotten through Scary and Rusty, he would be filthy with this shot.
I reckon he'd call a foul.
I think he would try.
I actually think Bowen played. Oh, he did play.
Yeah.
I think Bowen actually played a push shot at the Nationals.
Did he?
Yeah, and he was proud of it.
Because he's like, I can't do that back at home.
I can get away with it.
Yeah. I don't call it on me here. Now, what are your thoughts on that, Jamie? Do you think
The push shot.
should we be allowed to do it?
I'm
or-
telling you now, when we're over at the Black Ball at Cyprus,
Yeah.
they had an umpires testing and they were explaining the push shot and how you could tell, and it was the most ridiculous explanation I've ever heard, and there was no consistency to it whatsoever because there are too many scenarios to determine it, and the visual eye can't see most of it. And I personally, I understand why the rule exists, but it's just a stupid rule.
So do you think we shouldn't have them?
I think the push shot should be allowed. It actually is a skill in itself.
Yeah, it is. It is. I agree. You have a lot of different shots just from that one type of shot. Can't you? Like, ways to control it, ways to get out it, like move the balls up to where you want them.
I think that probably 80% of the viewers probably disagree with me.
Yeah.
Say that it's a stupid rule. You shouldn't be allowed to push in any way. But at what point, where do you draw the line on a push shot? And you know what?
Maybe outlaw every one of them.
But the thing is, like, let's just say the white ball's, I don't know, like a quarter of a foot away from, or 2 inches, let's say 2 inches away, and you sort of slam it, then you jack up the cue.
Yeah.
Are you double hitting or not? Who's to say you did and who's to say you didn't? And
I think it's more. I think
it's
you
not
sort of
not
can't
black
see
and white.
it, but it's more of a sound thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not black and white
No,
though,
it's
and
not.
that's what a great shot that is from Mick.
Really great shot. He plays those shots really well, where he just has to reach the pocket.
Yeah, that was played well.
Yeah.
Mick's actually in huge trouble here, and I'm talking about Mick Reardon, sorry, not Mick Scaro. I think he's in big trouble.
Yeah, even though he's got his balls sort of open, they're not controlling the black.
How about this? No, I'm thinking. Nah, never mind. It's a stupid shot. I'm not even going to say it was that stupid.
Come on, I want to hear it
No,
now.
it was stupid. Well, I'm not even going to entertain. I may have fooled myself enough. I'm not.
You didn't even make a fool of
I'm
yourself.
not even suggesting that shot. It was stupid. Simple as that.
All right. I won't nitpick it then.
Shut up, Jaden. We love the push shot over here.
Is that what he said?
He doesn't want it. That's fair enough. Like, everyone has an opinion on it, and no one's wrong on it.
Yep.
I'm fine with people not wanting it in. I know I certainly utilise it to my advantage a number of times over the years.
Yeah. But it's the same thing. Like if it's in the rules, why can't you utilise it?
Sure.
Like,
Well,
we don't ride them.
that's sort of good news, bad news for Mick, that shot. Like, he's left Scary a tricky opener. Actually, he may play the plant with the yellow near the black.
Do you reckon he'll play it as a shot to nothing up underneath the yellow?
Oh, I think he...
I'm not actually sure if that's on over the black.
The reason I don't mind the plant is because if you get the pot and the white ball comes down sort of near the bottom row, you're a really good chance then to have an angle to get the extraction on the left side cushion ball. So, and the reason he's missed that is because he's tried to get the white ball down again. Just hit it too straight.
Yeah.
It's such a common error. And I know this because I do it all the time.
He overcut that thing. No, he undercut it.
Undercut.
Yeah.
Most of the time, when you're trying to get the white ball down and there's angle on the shot, you'll undercut it because you're trying to get the white ball to go straight. So anyone at home that does that, there's your reason why. If you've never worked out why you keep hitting the ball straight when you want to get the white down the table, you're not cutting enough. That's because your mind is telling you need to do it, and you need to focus on the pot. And all you've got to do is just put a touch of side, just a touch of running side on it to clear it. That's a good shot.
It's a good shot.
Played that really well. I
Played it with a trace of check side there too. Just
I actually thought he was playing for the middle.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's good.
Well, if he has to hit harder, it's going to throw wider. So he has to play with a lot more check side.
Yeah, great.
Or running to get back up for the other one.
And he's just composing himself there, Mick. He already knows what he's doing. He just went through a quick composure moment.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Yeah, he did jerk a bit on it, didn't he?
Played it well in the end, though. I don't know. It's different for different people. I just always feel you probably, if you do that, I think you got to get back up. And Scary does it really well as well. Like he always if he knows he's not going to get it, he's going to get back up and go into the shot again. But he potted it, so it's good.
Just got to make sure he doesn't let this just get across away from him too much. Chinese snooker himself.
Yeah.
He's good.
The crowd goes wild.
He may know as well. He certainly popped that with a bit of confidence.
Yeah.
Rusty's been called up to umpire. I don't think I've ever seen Rusty umpire in real life, so this should be awesome.
He's usually left by now.
I guarantee he just ran out of the room right now.
He's going to find all the ice breaks he couldn't find today.
Claggy's like, I'm done. I've done my 5 frames. See you later.
Claggy's well and truly had enough.
Claggy's probably thinking to himself, what am I still doing at a tournament at 9 o'clock? I'm normally out and home. So it's actually quite funny. Scary won a few frames there and got crickets. Reardon played that out and the whole room went berserk.
3 ball out.
3 ball out. But you know what? I think Mick's used to that. It's basically exactly what it is. It's like he's an underdog, even though he's probably the crowd underdog. You know what I mean? Like he loves it. Scary. It's amazing how often, like when you get
Doesn't
two
get
people
back,
playing, who's favourite?
Yeah.
Not Scary.
Yeah.
And he keeps winning. One day he's going to be favourite. He's going to get spanked.
Yeah, it does seem to be that way. I don't know why. He's got friggin' every facet of the game to a high level. I don't understand the reason for it.
Look, if I was...
He's a superb cueist. I'll really say that. Like, the way he delivers the ball, the cue, doesn't really, like, it's so straight, but the way he actually hits the ball is still superb.
Can he play this off the yellow and get the extractions at the same time? Oh,
He's
that's what he
tried
played
to,
for,
yeah.
And that was such an important shot to get right, because if he did, he was definitely out.
I don't think he took enough time on it and cared. He just sort of got down and hit it.
So I shouldn't. Was that red? Is that red on the right side rail always there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He wasn't definitely out then. That's a tricky ball, but
Yeah, that was there from the break.
so a really hard chance for Mick. This balls aren't situated amazingly.
What do you
And-
think about just playing this half to quarter ball and coming up down here and just leaving Scary not much?
I really. This sounds risky, but I really want to get rid of that ball that's on the left side rail.
Yeah.
You're not going to get on too much better unless you play for a double. I'll just back myself to bang that in, because
Oh, put it now.
that's what I mean. Knock it in.
No, he was, I think he was a bit.
Must have been
had a
short on
bit of
time there.
constraint,
Paddy
yeah.
Hood's doing the timing because Rusty's done a runner.
Shout out to Paddy Hood. He always does a really, really good job at these tournaments.
Yeah, he helps Valo out, and
Yeah.
there's a few other crew here at Geelong. They will do a good job. I know Valo's probably had a gutful of the tournament already, because
I think Fellow had a gutful from day one.
I know how it feels. Like any tournament organiser, it's a tough job.
We'll just leave it there.
You got to deal with some
Yeah.
strange questions at times.
Yeah.
He's taking that shot on. I don't mind it.
He wasn't far away either.
I don't know why he was putting the
almost
white.
like that really
I don't know
well.
why he was playing the white right up there though.
I just think he's just wanted to play it as a shot to nothing in case, because he obviously didn't back himself to pot it 100%.
Yeah. Problem is, Scary can play the double on this to the bottom left corner. Just get in the area. And he actually, oh, that's badly played. Jesus. I'll tell
Do
you.
you think that's part of the rails there, or?
No, I'll tell you how bad he's played that.
Yeah.
I know he's played that bad, because if he got the angle right, the white ball's close to the top rail. And that's what you wanted there. You wanted a bit of an element of safety with the white. Now you like mix on the yellow, and now you can look at ways to try and manufacture this clearance. They're gettable.
Just a few tricky transitional shots.
Well, it's just the ball on the rail. Like all the rest of them are easy.
It is, but that bottom red is just in the wrong spot for him. So he's still got to get like neat on it.
Oh, doesn't want. I was just gonna say, didn't want that flick. That's disastrous.
Definitely doesn't go past it.
No, it goes nowhere near that yellow. He's actually landed on nothing. Bad shot, that. Look at Patrick Hood. He is more concerned with looking in the crowd to find Rusty. And I can see Rusty's hiding on the edge of the bar over there.
Behind all the lights.
Yeah. He's trying to sneak his way through the strawberry blonde hair, what's left of it, though, is giving him away. Good shot there from Mick. He's regained control of this frame.
Oh, he's sneaking up the back there, isn't he? Just lurking.
He's lurking. Tell you what, playing the red onto the yellow and fouling is not the
Just
worst
about
shot
to
in the
say
world
that.
here.
Yeah, take the pocket. He's still got a few balls that he has to get out.
What's he doing here? This is a strange choice of shot. Just try to clear everything out of there.
Maybe he's feeling a bit of pressure.
That's actually probably the only criticism I'll give Mick, is when it get in situations like that, a lot of the time he'll just pull the balls open and go, well, you know what, I'm going to rely on you to make an error here.
Yeah.
You know, or not play a shot where you get complete control even more. Having said that, that's a little critical what I said, because he was in a lot of trouble there, and playing the shot he's done is probably as good as any shot. If he actually pulls all the reds out, he's just
At
left
least he
one
hasn't
there.
fouled and he's only got one.
Yeah.
That's probably the main.
I think taking the
bonus
pocket
point.
there was a shot, but
That's the first shot I saw. So maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong.
well, we're going to find out. I don't see. I think the reason Mick's done that is because that yellow on the side rail is dodgy,
Yeah.
and the yellow that's on the red
He's
here is
looking at
dodgy.
now, yeah. Which I think actually added to the like your choice of shot, because he still has to play like a couple of shots like that and get good to get him out. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, that was a big effort.
Yeah.
He's gone extraction and play the yellow off the top red there and just flicked it thin instead of hitting it half ball.
Yeah.
Would have been large. Does this red go? It's near the yellow. He's just checking it now. It's pretty important.
What red?
The red is just below the yellow here.
Does it go?
Go to the right corner is the question.
Oh, of course it does.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Okay.
That yellow's about an inch away from it.
Yeah, fair call. Oh, he's alright here.
Can he play that off the red? Or does he have to try and pop the red?
Yeah, I think
with
maybe
the red?
he's got to flick the red into the middle. Yeah, he's got to catch it pretty thin.
But he's going to get a cannon on the top of the red in the middle. Once he goes off it.
Yeah, I think you're right. It'll either just clear it or it'll flick it to the rail.
Flick it to the rail, yeah.
No, it's cleared it.
But he has hit it well because he didn't hit it thin.
Yeah, agree.
He hit it quarter ball or
Big chance
nearly
this.
half ball. Yeah, if that that middle red does clear, so just a good cueing shot. Oh,
That's a bad
just
miss.
let him down.
He's just done so much good hard work there, and he's let himself down with a really basic potting comparison.
Yeah, you saw it on his face just then. He doesn't usually give much away, but that was a big one for him.
Has Mick got angle to run down onto the shallow to the left middle?
Well, can he
He's
just
screwing off it, so
can
maybe
he-
not. No. Oh, actually, the way that come off, he probably could have. Don't tell me it goes clean.
I think he still needs to play it to the
And
centre.
the way he looked at it was like it goes past the red.
Yeah.
If this doesn't go clean, I think he had a small brain fade. But he's just lining this up. It must go. Oh, how easy is this out now? I can't believe how easy this out is. Oh,
it went easy.
That makes me sick. He's made this out look hard for a quick second. It's not that hard at all.
He still has to play this, not trying
Don't
to
try and do anything special. Screw under it. Don't have to do anything. Just make sure you clear it.
A little bit of a flick.
Well, that
little bit of a
flick's
flick.
actually perfect.
Yeah.
Same deal. Just nothing but just top. Just top spin. Don't have to play it with any side. Just top spin. Fat on it. Good judge your pace. 3-all.
This is turning into a really good final. A few mistakes, a few errors.
A few
but,
people are chirping up.
Yeah.
Right, now Paddy Hood's found Rusty. He said, get out of here.
Get out of here
If
now.
you want your prize money, get out of here.
And Rusty says, yeah, I want my prize money.
Here he comes.
Definitely wants his prize money.
He's
that's
got
for sure.
his... What's he got there in his hand? Not a nice break. Oh, he's just got a bourbon.
He's got a bourbon. He's coming over to commentate.
He's filthy.
He's coming over to commentate.
Have to be the most brisk walk I've ever seen to get out and do the time. He's absolute in a hurry to get out there and get amongst it.
Just a little bit reluctant, wasn't he?
I almost thought he was walking backwards there at one stage. Now
Just decided
I'm
to
going
go
to
in
comment
slow
on
motion.
that break.
Yeah.
That was a half power break. Right? I don't know why he's doing it. He did it against me as well, all right, earlier on, but then in the last frame at 4-all, he smashed the crap out of the pack. So I'm not sure, I'm not understanding what his mindset is on the reason why he's choosing what break.
And also, I don't know why, because he's got a ripping break.
Maybe he thinks tactically he's got the edge, I don't know. But I just think smash the balls, open them up, back yourself, go game, you're in the final for a reason.
Yeah. And he's got such a good break too, so I don't know why he doesn't utilise it.
I actually
in that
think,
situation.
and a lot of people disagree with me on this as well, I think the cut break should be outlawed from the game. I think a rule should be brought in where you're only allowed to break hitting the front ball. People sook about not getting it on TV, slowing games down, you want to speed it up. How do you slow a game down? You cut break. Get rid of it. It's garbage.
Jaden will pipe up soon because he loves the cut break.
Yeah, Jaden Jaden learnt that off Stacey, I reckon, and he needs to pull his head in. He's got a big break,
Yeah.
and he's a good piler and a good positional player, and he needs to stop doing gay breaks and just get on with it and smash them apart and go game. Yeah, well, that's true. Pikey has a good point.
You can also minimise it by just screwing straight back up the table, which is what Mick usually does with power.
Do you actually know? It's really weird how the break works. I have not gone in off once this entire tournament off a break.
That's because you break with your hand on the table, mate.
Doesn't make any difference. You still dump the white straight in the middle, straight in the corner,
Yeah,
get it flicked in by a ball.
Yeah.
But I have not dumped the white once, and I haven't actually seen that much dumpage.
Yeah.
There's been a couple during the finals.
I've been good. I haven't gone off the table this weekend.
And you owe donuts too, don't forget. Oh, don't buy them this week.
Okay.
No, I'm away.
Alright. I know, Jaden. I know. I do read you. It is an aggressive. He hits it with about 3/4 power.
Aggressive
as well.
cut break.
No, it
Good
is.
spell.
It is. He gets balls a lot. He actually does get balls a lot.
Aggressive cut break.
Jamie just says no. Having none of it.
Aggressive cut break. What are they going to bring in next?
The aggressive.
Semi
pocket.
semi-aminalistic third ball break.
Jack Halligan used to do that, didn't he? He used to come off the second ball and into the off the side rail back.
That was
into
when there was old rules.
Oh,
There
okay.
was no
But he hit him hard though.
Did he?
Yeah, he used to hit him hard. He used to smash them both like twice. So what he'd do is he'd have it about 3/4, like the way over the whichever side, hit the second ball, stun off the side rail, and then go back into the pack.
I think if Jack had reassessed that break, he would never do it ever again.
Yeah.
So Scary says, I'm having none of this. None of this putting the ball over the whole business. Have two. And I don't blame him there because these balls are horrible. I wonder
Who's
if
on what here?
Mick's on reds, Mick's Reardon's on reds.
Yep.
Do
Red
you
off
think-
black off red.
Do you think the red that's touching the balk line goes in the left corner?
Left corner.
I think that matters. I would probably open the pack up here if that's the case.
Red off black.
That was not on.
No, it wasn't. If it was, he had to hit it like real thick.
I don't think it was hard. I think he would have had to like make the ball cut backwards off the
Yeah,
black.
yeah.
I don't think it was there.
Yeah. I think maybe if the black and the yellow are a bit like nearly touching, it might have been able to, because you know how you get it like a thicker contact, you can make it go back the other way.
Stacey Vine's on the chat. I knew the cut break extraordinaire would be on watching. That's half the reason I said it, to get a wind up.
He's probably got the hashtag going for it.
He's asked if there's been any break and clearances.
Oh, there might have been a few, Stacey.
So this frame to me is, I think, exactly what Mick wanted. He wanted some dodginess, he wanted some tricky transitional shots to have to be played by his opponent so he could potentially pounce on an error.
Maybe make him think about a bit of a different game too.
Jeez, he's played that well. I'll tell you right now, folks, that got one clap. That got one clap, and it's the best shot I've seen played the entire day. I kid you not. Most people are going, what, he just stun run through. That is such a hard shot to play. I kid you not, that is brilliantly played.
Jamie, you just love it because you can't play that
It is a hard shot to play. 10 times harder to
played it well.
10 times easier to play with a snooker white. A little white is so much harder to do it with, and I always appreciate it when it's played at power like that and controlled.
That was a good shot. Shows up good queuing too.
Oh, and he follows it up with a dud.
I think he's still on it. I think he's still on the ball in the centre.
You
But
might have to
there's
play
no
the bottom one
transition.
here, actually.
Yeah.
Stun off the back rail.
Or come around off 3.
I think the traffic's too hard for that. Got to kind of try and pick the gap again between the yellows. We're going to find out what he does soon. It looks like he's gonna try and drop this in and hold the white, but when I look at the flicking, it looks like it's gonna flick right.
Yeah.
Could snooker himself.
This is a tough shot.
Yeah, this is a shot for me. Oh, what an effort. I didn't even see that shot. There's about 20 people at home going, hey, idiot, play it off the yellow in the bottom left corner. And to those 20 people, you're better than me. I didn't see that shot. As it turns out, though, it's probably cost him the frame. His reds are so buried right now, Scary is just going to create hell. What? Rusty's paid someone to umpire for him, I guarantee it.
Rusty is made of fucking shit.
There you go again.
Sorry.
You're on your second strike.
Alright. Jake did that today too. Remember the winner of him and Benny was meant to referee?
Oh, yeah.
He got 4 other guys to go and do it. I don't know where he's getting the cash to pay them off.
Tournament prize money.
Yeah.
So as I said, Mick's in all sorts of trouble now. Mick Reardon that is. Now he's going to return the favour and says, you know what? I don't want you to have a yellow, but I'm going to pot it. And he's back on the back of these yellows. Would have liked to have got closer to him. Has left the ball in the right middle. I'll tell you what, it's an interesting little tap of the table there from Mick because he literally tapped the table, but I reckon in his head he's thinking, you executed that crap, thank you. Because he's left him on a pot. That surprises me, that choice of shot, but
What did he do there, Jamie?
he's the 2 balls that were stuck in the balk area, he's just sort of doubled one to the left side and stunned off it. I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was trying to get one that was in the middle of the table so he could play it down over the bottom left pocket.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to play another snooker.
Has he tried to put that yellow on the black, or what's he tried to do?
I think
there?
he has. Oh. But I think his biggest focus was to not leave a total. So I think he's left an edge on this bottom left red.
Yeah.
I think that was his primary focus more than anything because he wants him to move it, and if he's not going to move it, at least he's got to come off a rail if he's not going to foul. So
Yeah.
I don't see Mick moving the red, so I see him fouling here. I'm just trying to work out exactly what he's going to do with the white. And I'll tell you what, that right there is a poor shot, and I'll tell you why. He needed to look around, like all the areas of the table there to say where's the best spot for this white if I'm going to just deliberately foul. That isn't it, for sure, because he leaves his pot on. Which he's missed. He's tried to play it off the red. And he's actually left himself nothing.
Can he maybe flick off these 2 in the middle and go up the up near the yellow near the right centre? Try and snooker in there.
How about play the red that's near the yellow that's near the red?
Yeah.
Just play it into the side rail and then hit the bottom side of the red and kill it to the side rail.
Yeah.
And just open the frame up, put pressure on your opponent. He's got lucky there. He's got lucky that's come up high enough back to the middle.
Yeah, he half hit the jaw on the way back.
He didn't want to hit the jaw.
No.
But once again, he's tried to not leave a total on this red. Use the periscope, Mick. That's what it's there for. Get the periscope out. Come on. Come on, Scotty. Don't let me
people
down.
have that in their arsenal, mate.
Mate, the periscope is it's there to be used
Yeah.
to your advantage.
Doesn't want to open these up though. Did we get a total or no
I'm
total?
not sure. We're going to find out because he dead weights it. We know it's not a total.
Yeah.
Not a total. I mean, it was a total.
What was the total?
Well, it didn't matter anyway.
No.
He's found the rail anyway. Good shot.
Maybe punch the goal. Go with pace on the left-hand side, one straight, try and hit the jaws, and then try and leave him behind the black and the yellow, maybe.
Tough shot that. I don't really no, I don't any longer want to be leaving the white ball like that unless I'm guaranteed a snooker because the red can go over the hole now. I wonder if Mick's on the ball in the middle where he can cut it down the rail and put it over the pocket.
No, I don't think he is. I think it's. No, he's not really on it. He's only on like half ball. Is he?
No, he's going to play a snooker.
Snooker, yeah.
Jeez, he's just got enough of that. Mick might be able to swerve this. Really important for Mick Reardon here if he swerves this, he doesn't over swerve because then he hits it straight and into the two balls and fouls for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's got to just play the little swerve and catch it half ball on the right side so it just heads down there.
Just to give it that bit of pace as well to get down there.
Yeah, and you don't want to overhit this because you chance yourself going in off the bottom right corner as well.
Yeah.
If you catch it a little thin, so you just got to be careful with this shot. Played it well. Played it really well.
Hasn't got the best result.
I think Mick's look, win, lose or draw. He's given a great account of himself for his final, for his first, I think, major final. Let's be. I know the Danny one. I don't think that can be classified as a major. We don't get any status to it, so I think this is as deep as he's gone.
To win. It's still
It is
there's
tough
still
to win,
a lot
for
of
sure.
lot of good players that play, but I don't think it's in the same calibre as any of these majors really.
Slowly but surely, Scary is just putting the throttle on and keeping himself in control.
Slowly getting them all over the holes or in potable positions.
What's he doing here? Tell you what, I've just seen a shot just by looking at the table. He actually has a swerve here, where if he catches rail first, he will open up the red and he's an excellent chance to be on it because if he flicks it high side, he's looking good.
He's going to put it over the hole, isn't he?
Even actually, you know what? Even if he was to flick it low side, clears the yellow, the white ball comes off the back rail and back out again. This is dangerous, but I feel like he has to play it. I think he underhit it. Jeez, I'll tell you what. It's forced Mick to play this pot now as an opener, and it's not easy.
No.
I feel you have to play it.
Sort of a shot to nothing to get behind the black, like stun up how he's doing.
Possibly. He's pot. No, he's missed it. And that's the thing. That's just that's good. What do you call it? Lost for words. That's rare. Persistence from Mick Reardon to just stick to his guns and just keep working away at this pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. This needs to be cued well.
It does.
And I'll tell you something, a couple of shots ago, Mick pushed that yellow down to the corner pocket there.
Yeah.
It just shows how important it is to just cover pockets properly, or the ball that, you know, could potentially go in there, in this case being the black, because it's very easy to stun up the table for that pocket. But he's actually got to screw back and find the rail just before the middle pocket here.
Or leave himself short and play the half.
Oh,
ball
look at
cut.
this. He's played that with so much reverse side. Didn't even need it.
I don't think it goes.
I reckon he's got had reverse. Can you replay that, Dan?
No, he did. He did.
It was reverse side.
Yeah, a little bit. That's the touch.
Now, I'm gonna ask you this. Playing that with reverse side, what possible benefit at that pace could it have given him? Absolutely none.
None. Yeah. He literally hit it where he wanted to, but just yeah.
If he had played a plain ball, he cued it so well.
He did.
It still can go though, bottom left. What a shot! What a shot! And he said, I'm going to jerk off over that one. I'll be back in a minute.
Here's the replay, Jamie. He did have reverse side on it.
Yeah, heaps of side.
Yeah. It also hit the jaw on the inside of it.
But you know what? He doesn't care anymore because he just goes bang. Pots that, takes the lead, 4-3. Very good pot. And we're going to replay that as well because it deserves it. He didn't pussyfoot it either. He banged it in.
Certainly did.
And I'll tell you something else. If you replay that again, Dan, watch how much. Look at that. He's happy with that. Watch how much body movement is in this shot. Basically zero.
Yeah, zero.
He's got a little bit of movement there. Once he strikes his ball,
cues it, yeah.
There's nothing there.
He drops the arm a little bit, but it doesn't affect how he gets.
As long as your head doesn't move,
yeah,
you're pretty good. So good stuff there, Nick Reardon. 4-3, and he's just disappeared for a couple of minutes. Now he didn't fist pump either. He's seen the curse of the fist pump, so he thought he'd just point and go on this way.
He did the cue drop though. He did the mic drop.
He did the mic drop.
Did the walk off mic drop.
And I'll tell you what, when someone's got their tail up and they're feeling good, very often you see a massive break afterwards.
I think this is going to be huge. We'll see. Just has to consolidate with getting a ball off the break.
Oh, it looks like the other scaries disappear as well. Red's like, how dare you disappear when I'm ready?
He's like he's left the building. I mean,
I'll tell you what, he's high-fiving people. If Scary walks in and sees that, he will lift him a gear like you would not believe.
And he did too, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon he might have.
That's what you like to see. Scary does not like this stuff, so...
Now, I'll tell you what, there has been a bit of a gap between when he was going to it, so there's a potential dump of the white chance here. Oh, he's cracked it. You find a ball?
Yeah, bottom right.
Look at the side.
Look at the reds.
Just stopped. Oh.
Look at the reds.
Reds all day.
Oh.
Most important thing here for Mick, there's no cannons required. This is all transitional play, and a lot of it is just getting angles and playing little stun shots. And this first shot here, to me, is really key.
I think the first shot, yes, but also this bottom ball here, it's on the rail. It doesn't really feel like...
I think that's your last ball, because I think the black will go in the right middle. I think it goes, yeah.
It goes to about half the pocket.
Yeah, probably 3/4. Yeah? But yeah, you might not play for the pocket now.
It's just a little tricky shot to...
I'm surprised he actually played the ball over the hole first.
Yeah.
I thought he played the ball in the middle and stun across for the ball he's on now.
I nearly would have played that right and then got rid of this bottom one because you still had the ball over the hole.
Actually, I don't mind your backward transition there because you can.
I can see stuff happening with this bottom ball.
Actually, how's this? How's he? Can can he actually just drop this in and have the gap for the red, the bottom red
He
here?
just, I don't think he needs to drop it. He needs to stun it and screw back just about a couple centimetres.
He's actually just, I don't think he's going to play. He's just going to stun past the yellow to
Yeah,
the centre of the table. And
Or if he stuns into that top yellow, he might be able to.
oh, he's starting to feel it. Do you see how smooth that was? When the white
Starting
ball,
to feel good.
when the white ball glides like that,
Yeah.
that's when you know you're queuing really well.
Yeah, he's queuing well too. I think he lifted a bit in his quarter. Started to play some really good pool,
Yeah.
and then in his semi, he really got going.
Now, Smiley, your prediction of this red on the rail being the killer, it's more and more starting to come
Yeah.
a potential reality
I
because
just really would have liked to take it early because unless that black goes to the centre fairly easy, it's now tricky.
how's this though? He's actually got a really good angle here to come back across
Yeah.
the side rail and screw off the red.
Yeah, but these pockets, if you're hitting them hard, they're drawing a little bit. If you
Oh,
don't
I actually think
quite
they're
hit
taking them pretty good.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you've got to hit
at
them
the-
right.
At the
but
pace that he's got to sort of have to hit it.
they're not shooters'
Oh,
tables,
no.
let's put it that way. That's in.
If that wasn't shooters, that's not in.
That's perfect. I reckon he's got just enough angle to pull the white
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
And you know what? Even if he doesn't, all you're saying to yourself here is cue it clean. It doesn't matter if you go to the centre pocket because
Yeah.
I'm going to have a good shot. Just don't
Yeah.
don't think
Don't
about
underhit it.
don't think about underhitting it. Just say it's okay to overhit it.
Yeah.
And that way it's a positive thought.
Yep. Oh, he's
He did have the angle to pull it off just
Yeah.
enough too. 5-3 is coming up unless he twitches. Ooh.
Jeez, I've been hanging out with you too long.
Just gets up.
He's back up. He's recognised the importance.
He's feeling it. He's feeling it. And I'll tell you what, we were 2-0 and we were crapping on about saying how this could be a smashing. 2 people, maybe 3 in the chat predicted Mick Reardon to win this match. Many people predicted a Mick Scary 6-1, 6-2 smashing.
There was a 6-5 there, so that's
Yeah,
that's
someone
a
said
possibility.
6-5,
Yep.
and Mick Scary has actually come back from behind in his last 4 matches.
Has he?
Yep.
Wow. Did you start that off, or you were?
I did start that off. I don't know what his match was before me, but I know I started it and I wasn't happy. So it's not like he's used to doing this sort of business under the pump. Oh, he's found one.
Wow.
Wow, that's sick.
At the last second.
That's actually so clutch because first opening pot's the yellow in the middle with the red.
Yeah. Killing the red. Killing the red. Fucking
Got this yellow down the bottom
have
right
everything.
though.
Yeah, yeah. Reds.
Yeah, I think I'd take reds too.
What are you doing with these two centre balls near the black and the yellow?
Well, I think you can actually get on the one that's near the black now to the bottom left.
And play the other one up the top left.
Yep, and if you land sort of dodgy, just kick them both out. Play the plant,
Yeah.
and then you're still a shot ahead potentially, as long with that yellow on the right side there.
Oh, that's risky. Oh, far out. It's so risky.
He's got to get on this though. If he's going to play the red off the black, he's got to get on it.
Get thicker.
Well, he's got to get on it from another ball. I don't see one.
No.
I think he's just realised that. Well, he's got the ball over the hole, but he's putting all the eggs in one basket now.
I think he's just going to flick this black to the side rail, possibly.
Yeah, he has. He's just... Oh, this is such a good chance though for Nick Reed.
Jeez, you play the right-hand side ball up to the one over the pocket.
I feel like you have to, don't you?
Just to get rid of it, really.
You can double kiss the plant because it's not set and it might not go.
Yeah.
I feel you have to play it because and probably play it with a bit of side so you could just take the white high. Oh, he's going to flick off it too. Actually, no, you know what? Don't play it with side. Keep it low. And then you've got the yellow in the middle.
The left-hand side one, off the black.
The right one. What's he doing here?
Playing it off the black and then into there. It's a pretty good shot.
I'm not sure if I like it or not.
Really?
Well, I think when you 5-3 up,
Gotta have a bit of a dip there.
well, I don't think you want a clustered slow game. I think you want to try and have an attacking frame where your opponent's under more pressure than you because they can't afford any more mistakes. It's not something we see every day. Is a player's mother tuning in. Hello, Mrs. Scary. Can't really hate your son right now because he beat me. Actually, Justin Sage is probably has the main parent supporter that watches cue ball TV. See, to me, this yellow that's on the right side, you've got to deal with it. You can't just leave it there for another 2 or 3 shots.
Because then he might be able to even put that yellow, like Michael might be able to nearly put that yellow really onto the red. Possibly.
I don't know if he's played the triple there or not, but probably has. He's hit it hard enough to send it in that direction. Hasn't really left a hell of a lot.
Do you think here, Jamie, maybe you can play the red onto the yellow in the centre and just kill it with the black?
I'm actually thinking if you can pot a red and get high on the table, you can play the red off the yellow and then push the black down.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be careful of that too. You can see on the camera shot there's a gap on the bottom side of that red, so you can't push it too far. It's a big shot coming up this. It's a good shot. And here's the shot.
Of those clutch shots.
Yeah, he is. The half ballers.
Yeah. Never misses them.
No, he does. He is 100% strike rate for half ball blacks.
Yep.
He's not happy with that. Why?
I think it's actually good, isn't it? Like
Well,
he can play the red into the yellow onto the black, can't he?
I'm thinking it's good, but
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
obviously got something in mind that required him to be straighter.
Or the other angle, because he would have come lower on the table without hitting that yellow.
I actually don't know what he had in mind there. Unless, like I said, he wanted to be right behind it so he could play it with a bit more pace and a bit more control with the white.
Yeah. Maybe he almost wanted to play the red into the yellow closest to the thing and pot it.
I just worked out what it was. He wanted to be really straight on it so he could punch it in and just hold for the other red for the plant.
Oh, yeah.
Then he doesn't have to do anything.
Hold the other way, yeah.
Then he didn't have to do anything.
That's a good shot.
I actually would have played that a little bit more aggressively if I was Mick then. Mick Scary, that is.
What, you just pull the other yellows out more?
Yeah, I just... you think the black's heading down to your end of the table where you've got the control, so why not open up a bit?
Yeah.
Don't know if this goes off the red, off the jaw.
The bottom one?
It's all really hard to tell.
I think he's going to play the other one and get them out. Didn't want that Canish.
No, I think he's okay.
Still didn't want Canish.
You don't reckon?
No. He wanted to get on the one over the centre. so as he can punch him off the red and open it. That's what he looked at before.
I don't think he can punch it because I think it'll just throw it into the jaw. But I like the roll in here because you can keep a ball there afterwards.
Yeah.
See, now you can go into them. There's so much
Still-
risk in this.
It's still going to move your balls down this way where Mick's got all coverage though.
But that's why I'm tempted to smash it.
And just
Actually, if it doesn't go, he's going to play snooker.
that plant with the reds goes into the jaw, I think. No, it's this side of it. It'll go in. It should be able to reverse it and put it
I
in.
don't think he can hit it because he's got to play it with right hand side and the yellow's obstructing the right side of the white ball. So we'd have to come off 2 cushions.
Yeah. Or one cushion back across.
Unless you can jack up, you know, you can bend the white jacking up sometimes. Like all you do is hit the smallest amount of side, and if you jack up, it will actually
it'll massage
exaggerate
or
it.
whatever.
Yeah. Scary's just going to foul it. Fair enough too. And this frame's just got really ugly, really fast.
It was building that way, but yeah, you're right. A couple of shots have really made it ugly. Rusty hasn't come back, has he? He's just said, I'll do 1 frame, that's it.
I don't even know if he did the full frame.
I'm not even sure if he did or not. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Yep.
Has to.
A lot of risk attached to this shot, but yeah. Got to play the double of the yellow into the black and... I'm just... Do you smash this
on the
or
low
do you...
side or the high side, do you think? 'Cause
I'll
I
play
think
the black, yeah.
The left-hand side, so as it comes off the rail.
Rail first.
Yeah.
I agree. Oh, he's played it like a fairy and he's just done nothing.
That's really enough. It is a nothing shot, really, isn't it?
Oh. You know what? It maybe takes the pocket.
Takes the pocket, yeah. Because mixed reds are going only into the yellow, and he can't really do much with it. Otherwise, he'll double kiss and just pop the yellow in the centre. You know, those 2 in the centre.
Yeah. He's got to take the pocket, surely. Well, there's risks attached to that as well.
I don't think there is though, because what's he going to do with those?
Well, you only need
those
1
reds
shot
in
to
the
open
centre?
them up, and then 1 shot to clear. You got a linking ball over the hole to work
Yeah.
with.
But if he only leaves, oh no, he won't because he'll leave the half ball.
Wow. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this ever in a frame of pool, where a triangle of balls are actually on the left-hand side of a jaw.
That's not terrible.
Just overhit it a little,
Yeah,
but
that's not terrible. Do you think you can play it off that the top red there and pot it?
do you know what I'm liking? And it's it's partial suicide.
Yeah.
Play the ball in the balk line with confidence, pot it, take your white ball to the right side of the table, and then you smack
Punch it off the middle red.
Yep, and it will actually open everything up.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that yellow will double up and down the table to the top right-hand corner if you
Or
hit it
even
hard
the
enough.
centre.
Oh, have a
If-
look at the line that the plant's on. I think it's a big chance. And all you're really relying on is a little bit of luck with the black.
Yeah.
But he's decided, I'm not going to be that wild. I don't blame him.
For once?
It wasn't easy.
No.
And I really don't think there's anything wrong with Scary pulling the other yellow out now either. I don't mind this.
What's he playing? Just a
I
little
just-
half ball.
I would actually hit the middle of the 3. Yeah, I don't like that. I would have actually hit it full. Just get the. I would have brought the yellow out, and then the black's still completely dead.
Yeah.
Now, if you're Mick Reardon here, do you double the yellow that's in the middle of the table just off the back rail and try and get it near the middle? Like,
I definitely don't think it's the worst idea.
any area is good.
Yeah. Even if he hits like the reds, he's still going to stay in the middle of the pocket, possibly get his ball out a little bit. As
Or
well.
do you full blooded actually just try and get it to the jaw? Like just
Nah,
try and
'cause
get
I
it
reckon
to
he
the
wants,
jaw.
I reckon he wants to play it like off.
Why is he playing?
I reckon he wants to play it like off those balls so as he really opens them up.
Why is he playing yellows towards someone else, his opponent's balls? I
I
don't
don't
get
think
that
he meant
shot.
to do that, Jamie.
What do you think he was trying to do?
Well, I think he's just had a brain fade.
You reckon he's undercut that? And it was meant to be more.
Meant to be maybe around the centre,
Yeah,
but then
okay.
it doesn't really do anything though because he's not near the pack.
I've got another question for you. Do you think that black onto the red plants, or do you think the yellow's in the way of the plant? Because if it's on, you can flick the left-hand side of the red
Yeah.
onto the black. If it doesn't go in off,
Yeah.
maybe it goes in off.
No,
Scary's
wouldn't you
gonna
wouldn't you
foul.
be hitting the centre of that ball to plant the black and the red down?
Why not open these up?
Was that fair?
I don't actually. Good question. He's asked
I
the
actually
question.
don't know if that's fair or not.
Do you want to replay that, Dan? It's not that we
Touch?
can change the decision now
No.
because there's a ref out there, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. It looked dodgy from the
did.
initial line. But Scotty's saying that the black hit, so
I don't think the black is pretty close, isn't it?
all right, here we go. I think it does it just by what Dan's already bringing up.
Looking from the angle, yeah, the
Yeah,
black hit.
easy, yeah.
Easy.
Good call.
Sorry guys, that was a shit call from me.
Well, it was worth asking the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Mick asked the
Mick
same
asked it,
question.
yeah.
He wanted to know, so
It just looked a bit dodgy. I didn't think the black double hit like it did.
I am still not understanding why Mick doesn't open up the frame here. He's got a dead yellow on the side rail.
Yeah.
Open it up. Put him under the pump.
The ref's meant to call touching ball anyway, didn't he?
And if this is touching, that's huge. Yeah, the ref's supposed to be all over this, but
Yeah. He's just not wanting to. Mick's just like, get out of the way.
and if I'm Mick, if I'm Mick Reardon, I'm getting that yellow out as soon as I can. It doesn't serve any purpose on that right side rail at all.
No.
It doesn't do anything.
Probably be better off even in the centre or down here on the bottom left-hand pocket.
So that
over
must
there.
have been touching.
Yeah, I think it was called touching.
He's got to be careful not to foul here. If he tries to play this delicately, what is he doing?
He's hitting it very straight.
Oh, I think he's actually having a
Yeah.
mini
having a
brain
moment.
fade. I think he's not actually working out how to win this frame anymore.
Yeah.
So he's trying to work out how to stay in it.
How to not lose.
Yeah, I think he needs to start working out how he can get back in this frame and win it. It's very open.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. Very good
I
shot.
like that shot. He can even play now the yellow off the black and flick it into play.
Yep. Now, that's a shot of someone that wants to win this frame. But like I said to you, this yellow on the side rail is just death.
Does Mick try and play the? He's nearly got to play the centre ball, play it half ball, and try and get it over the hole.
Jesus, that's a tough shot.
It is a tough shot, but what else has he really got? He can either bury that yellow near the black and the reds in there maybe, but then
Not just foul.
yeah, just foul, yeah.
I think what happens then though is Mick just pulls them out and then plays the double on the yellow. But yeah, I don't know. It's tricky. This is actually tricky. This. Now surely Mick Reardon flicks off this half ball or quarter ball, well, more half ball, and just takes the white ball to the top left-hand side of the table.
Can he play this yellow off the black? Just flick it out into play, maybe.
I would much rather, well, maybe, but I would still rather play the safety right now and pull the ball off the rail and have only the ball over the hole being left.
Yeah. I think Mick Scary's just maybe waited a few.
This
shots too
is what I
late.
say. Sometimes he doesn't. He hopes his opponent makes an error.
Yeah.
It's not a bad shot, that.
I think he's just waited about maybe 3-4 shots too late to start getting more control of the frame. He has control of the black, but it's now like it's a bit easier for Mick Reardon to get them all out.
It's not a good shot though from Mick either. Mick Reardon, that is, because he really wanted that yellow covering the hole properly.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Scary doesn't want to eliminate this comfort ball either to try and further the development of his frame. So he's going to leave it there, and my thinking is that at some point in the frame he's going to maybe try and find a way to cannon the black over there, or another one of Mick's balls.
Yep.
Someone got really excited about that sneaker. I'm still wanting to open up these balls. I just don't get it. If I'm on the Reds, I want to open these balls up.
How are you opening them up though now? Play off the rail first.
Yeah, well, it's tricky now, but surely at some point this yellow on the side rail is going to get promoted to a far better spot. Unless Mick's just so scared of it being double. I don't know. I don't get it.
He's got to watch out. He's done time foul.
Wow, he's just going to foul. So to me, that does nothing. So flick off this, take the white ball over the side rail, bottom rail, near the right side of the table, and then play the run-off shot that I said earlier. And then you've got your ball in play. That little flick off the black-yellow that you're talking about, I don't know if it's actually on or not, but if
I'm
it is,
not sure if it's on. If it is on,
you've gone massive favour. You're actually forcing Mick to pot his ball over the hole then and have a dip at something.
Try and get a cannon or something like that.
Or at least try something else, because
right now it's going a bit stagnant, isn't it? Like they're just sort of playing containing shots. So I think he's going to put this over the hole.
And you know what will happen? Scary's just going to pot it.
Yeah.
He's an absolute $1.03 to pot this yellow. Unless he sees something better he likes, I think he's certainly pot it. I really want to know if this yellow flicks off the black or not.
I really just have a feeling it does.
I think if it's got to, though, it's got to be really thin, and it might not move the black much, though.
Yeah, so you got to sort of maybe punch it a little bit more.
And that, to me, does nothing.
Do you think he's tried to move that, like he's just underhit it, and he's tried to move that red so it eliminates...
to cover the yellow, I agree, Yeah, the thought was good.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite execute it as well as he needed to.
Yeah. It was a bit of a delicate shot though. You couldn't overhit it, otherwise he's still on the shot.
Well, you know what? If
probably wanted to
if you do overhit it and you move the yellow further up the table, then the flick off the black is definitely on.
Yeah, because it's going thicker into the ball.
Yeah, and you can open it up.
Yeah.
We've hit 600 viewers. They've heard the dulcet tones is running amok. And that shot is what I said to do about 3 shots ago, I think it was.
Yeah.
And look at the dominance this creates. Mick looks like he's in enormous trouble here now. Scary that
I think he needs to bury this yellow in behind the black and in between the reds. Do you know what I mean?
He's
He really
fouling.
needs to flick it. Yeah,
He's fouling.
He is fouling, but
No.
it's on the other way.
Oh, that's a really good shot.
That's a ripper shot.
Very good shot. It's just to stay alive.
Yeah.
But it's really funny, this frame. At one point, Mick Scary was doing all the sort of dictating of what was going on, and then Mick Reardon was playing the, I'm too scared to have a dip or too scared to try anything to get back in the frame, and then suddenly he played a great shot, and the whole roles have reversed.
Yeah. And then he's just been constantly.
We're just going to change batteries in the headsets, guys, so we'll be silent for a little bit.
And so am I.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Oh, he doesn't want that in. What a disaster. What a disaster. And now Mick Scary cannot lose this frame, you would think.
You would think.
And that is a holy Jesus, I can't do anything but pot this red and hope you chop up this out. Foul snooker. All right, Mick is off his head, I think. There's no way it's a foul snooker. Nah, he's off his head. He's just laughing
He
now.
just wanted to get a little reaction, I think. Is that a little bit of trickery to Mick Reardon's mind?
Probably just giving himself a few extra seconds of time.
Yep. The old tricks.
Get the white ball cleaned.
Yeah. Total. I was going to say, do you think he just keeps snookering for a couple
Oh
more
yeah, I
shots?
think he'll manipulate a little longer. Yeah,
Yeah.
He can afford to now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what this frame's done. It's destroyed the rhythm that Mick Reardon had a little while ago.
Yeah. It becomes 5-4. This next frame is super important.
Scary's just come over to apologise. We've been gripped by this frame.
Yeah. It's been a good change. You don't have obvious shots to just look at and just go, oh yeah, pot that.
Yeah, the thing I like about tactical frames sometimes, especially if you're a home viewer, is you get to talk about what you do, and there's no way 100 people in the chat are going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? When you've got a clearance with the basic mapping, then you're going to get like the majority of the people picking the right things to do. But as soon as you get tactical frames, you're going to get all sorts of mixed responses, and what's actually really good about it is you might learn something from it too.
Yeah.
Just see it, like get told a choice of shot by someone else that you didn't think of, and you think, oh yeah, I didn't think of that's actually a really good choice. I would prefer to do that, and then you might memory bank it, and then you've improved yourself as a player.
And I'm commentating and I'm doing that, so
I think one of the reasons
a lot of people viewing will be just learning and soaking this all up.
I think one of the reasons I
different
stay
shots.
relatively sharp on most of the aspects of the game is because I do commentate so much, so
Yeah.
you're always thinking about stuff, and so you
Yeah.
never sort of go stale. But
Yeah.
just the execution and the lack of ability is what lets me down.
Mate, you sell yourself too short, I think.
Didn't it, eh?
Oh, that's a foul.
Geez, that looked close, didn't it? I'm pretty sure it was a foul.
It was a foul. Flicked the red.
So this is the opportunity What Scary's been waiting
Does
for.
he go here? Do you reckon he plays?
Absolutely goes.
Yeah.
I think he can actually afford to give this a little
I
bit.
think he can flick these all out,
Yeah.
play the red down here, and yeah, exactly
that's a
like
shot.
that. That is a shot. Yeah, play these two centre balls.
No,
leave
no.
it.
Get on this bottom one as soon as you can. Wow, I would never have done that. I would have always... Actually, you know what? I didn't realise that was so straight. Never mind.
Yeah.
The only reason I like playing
yeah.
for the bottom ball first is
Yeah.
because you're not relying on a 100% transition.
Yeah, right. And getting a bit straight like he has.
Nah,
But
he's
now
okay.
he's still fine. He can just go off one cushion up to the
I think he'll just play
Black
for
in the
left
centre.
middle, won't he? No, he's stunning.
play black in the centre, wouldn't you?
Fair enough. So, 4-3 coming up. Barring a kick or a choke. And now suddenly, there's some clapping and cheering for Scary. That's the first
Scary's
time
the
he's heard
underdog.
it, and I don't think he's used to this, so he can't win this match now.
He's not. He won't be fired up enough.
I think it's his break too.
Yeah.
Steve Lansbury bought Scary in the Calcutta. Dono bought Mick Reardon.
Not sure. Probably the guys over there that keep
But
yelling.
whoever bought Mick Reardon, he wouldn't have gone for a grand like Scary did, so they've got the bargain of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I wonder how much he did go for.
Not sure, mate.
You are? You've hit a wall.
Everybody fucking cheering against her and the underdog. You've gone back to favourite and everyone's cheering for you. Fuck.
Yeah. What break do you think he goes for here? Do you think? I don't think he's got another cut break in him, Jamie. I really don't. I think he. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. What's that? Yeah. He's seriously good at that. Yeah. Benny. He's sort of a bit more. Yeah. No. Joel is very good at that.
So I didn't even watch that break. That's how well I'm going. I thought it was Scary's break.
Didn't he go dry?
Didn't?
Not sure. No, Scary did the cut break last round. Was that last round?
Didn't Reardon make that crazy big out? And then he's pointed, and then we was talking about how he's going to break the next frame and break the cover
But
off.
it must have been Scary's next. No, that was 2 frames ago, mate.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right, I'll believe you.
I reckon it was 3-all at that stage.
Is my mic out? No, it's all right. I'll believe you, mate. That frame went for a long time.
It
It's
did,
disorientated me.
Mate, it's past my bedtime already, so
Actually, how come you haven't fallen asleep yet?
yeah, I don't know. I had enough sleep last night. Falling asleep.
So,
Now,
all Mick's done there is said, listen, I'm promoting this, putting you under the pump, and go and game next shot if you don't do something awesome.
do you think that yellow goes underneath it off the jaw? I think he might have left too much.
Yeah, you might be right. Got to get on it though.
Yeah, mustn't have.
Maybe it doesn't because he's playing it now.
What's the shot? Go full-blooded or try and maybe screw him behind the red. Leave him there.
Oh, screwing behind the red's tough.
It is a tough shot. So is the cut.
Cut's crazy, I think.
Yeah.
He's played it.
Yeah. I think it was the
Good
only
shot.
containing
Yeah,
shot that he had.
It's a good shot.
That much. Yeah, probably not.
So,
I don't really think he can afford to just play this red into the rail, can he?
no, I agree. They're all there, these yellows.
Yeah.
The tricky one's the one that's to the left of the black.
Yeah.
But having said that, what else did he really have?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Is this yellow thin, like to the corner? Is it thinner than
No,
I
it's
thought?
not. It's about half ball.
It looks thin.
Yeah, but I think it's only about half ball. It's not that. It's not that thin.
I reckon it's thinner than half ball.
It's not thin.
And do you worry about the in off?
No, because I reckon he's going to hit one of the two yellows up the top. Cannoning. It's tricky now that he's having to jack up over the ball, but it's not thin.
No?
Nah, it's too close to the pocket.
There you go. It's thin because it's taking this one.
You might just not like jacking up over the ball.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, it was.
Especially under the pump. Should go game here. Although I haven't said that. He's got the tricky. Here's the key shot for me. You want to land just off straight on this yellow to the bottom right where you can just play the run through and get the black. So you're just going to cannon into the black.
And open it up to the centre. Yeah.
And you can get that line off this shot, but it needs to be very accurate. If you don't get the right line, the shot's not happening.
If he's going to play that though, Jamie, I think he should be leaving this ball now.
I would never plot this ball now because
No.
this is a backup ball
It
for
is.
if the frame goes pear-shaped.
Or if the cannon doesn't go right.
Okay, he's going to go into it.
Yeah. Just go straight into the red, maybe. Is that what he's angled? No, is that what angle he's
I
got?
don't think he's
He
going
might
direct
play-
into
he
the
might play
yellow.
The bottom one. It's a bit thinner, but he might play the bottom one and go into the yellow.
No, that's way too thin.
It is thin, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's way
Actually, I'm
too,
just looking
it's too far
I'm
down
just looking
anyway.
at the angle he's got on the closer one, and it's thinner than I thought. So I think he finds the red. Can go wrong this. Whenever you're canning in the balls, and it's going to be at a reasonable pace, can go wrong.
That bottom yellow, right? That goes into the right centre.
What's he doing here? He's playing the long ball. Jeez, he's shanked that. He shanked that guy real bad. So, Mick Reardon, this is a golden chance. Very important shot coming up because you want to make sure, if you're going to play this bottom ball, cannot cannon the red to the left. Got to clear it. So give this a bit of pace.
Why, and just take it long up to the... Well, not long,
I'm
but
playing for the plant next, but I'm trying to land centre table. And then I'm going to play the plant on the top two balls.
Yeah.
Because everything goes.
I didn't actually know he's on that
Yeah, he's
ball.
cleared it, and he's probably hit it a touch too hard. But if he wants to, he can play that ball near the black now.
Can he nearly play the half ball billiard shot and just bring it over into the centre of the table while potting the other ball? It looks fairly natural.
Say what?
Play the half ball off the one on the rail, right? If he can't, like,
Oh,
if he doesn't like cutting
I
it.
don't want to be playing the white ball out of the jaw.
Yeah, that's true.
No, the plant's fine. It's just that if he doesn't want to be that much angle, then he can actually play the ball that he's on now and just stun across a little bit more.
Yeah. Then he just
only
leaves
reason-
it over the hole and then comes out to the line, like in line with the top right corner and the ball.
The only reason I don't want to pot this now is it's so much easier to transition to
Yeah.
your last red if you've got that ball on the table. Now he's got to transition much much more work to do as far as getting neater on it. And I reckon he's got too straight on this to be really comfortable.
I think his head's too big for us.
He's got a large head in the camera. Yeah.
He has, hasn't
Imagine McCartney's head there.
he? You wouldn't be able to see the table. He's
Played that well.
Now he's just another roll-through shot and just get thick on
This
the
is where he
bottom
needs to
ball.
check the line that he wants to come down the table in, and then make sure that because it doesn't matter how soft or hard he hits this, as long as he's taken the right line, then he's good.
And I think it nearly needs to be in line with the red ball and the top right corner, that line there, because then it's just a thick line, you know what I mean, to stun into.
I'm definitely going to play some right hand side on this side,
Yeah.
guarantee not to sneak himself.
Yeah.
He's screwing off it. I never play those shots for screw. I'm terrible at them.
Oh, that last little bit of side.
But he's
there.
good.
Yeah.
He's good here. But playing the screw shot there, you're actually going across the line, so I don't like it.
You're not coming into it.
I'd much rather be running into the line of the shot.
Which if you go off 1 or 2, then you are coming into that.
That's right.
Line. I agree with that.
Well, you've got to come off 2 because the second rail is what pushes the white ball going into the line.
Yeah.
Geez, this looks a bit closer than I thought from that camera angle, but I think he's all right. Do you go high and clear the yellow, or do you just try and keep it low?
Like that. If he can.
Oh, what a shot.
Yeah.
He's good here. He's good.
He is.
Geez, he cued that nice.
Yeah, he did. Just focus on the pot.
Yeah, nah, so this is where the little twitches can come in. This is the winner of his first major tournament.
To be honest, I don't think we'll see one.
He's done it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mick Reardon, your 2020 Geelong Open winner. Oh, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll let you enjoy.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
All right, guys, take it easy. We'll see you next time. Albury, yeah?
Alright guys, if I can grab everyone's attention, we'll try and get this official stuff out of the way and let the winner celebrate and all that sort of stuff. So, can I just get everyone to shut up for a second and listen? Alright, first things first, I want to thank everyone for sticking around and watching. It's great. I reckon this is the most we've had at the final for quite a few years. So thanks everyone for sticking around and sticking up the weekend. Before we get down to the winners and the runners up and all that sort of stuff, there's just a few housekeeping things. Just a quick result from the weekend. There was quite a few comps in that were run over the weekend. The Friday night comps, so Josh Boyle won the $25 comp. Amy Firkins won the ladies, so well done to both of those guys. Saturday night we had 3 comps, so Tim Dixon won the $100 comp. Dale Gifford and Sam Mullins won the mixed doubles, and Alec Evernight won the masters. So again, well done to those 3 guys. Today, the Bronx comp, Robbo won that, so well done to Robbo. He was the best one for the weekend. And just before we get into the final presentations, just a few thank yous. First and foremost, the venue slate, Joel, Kylie, the bar staff. It's a top-notch venue. I think everyone thinks that, so thanks to those guys. Running a tournament is a lot of hard work, and it can't be done by just one person or 2 people. So Mick Hodgetts, Louis, Vera, Emily, Anne, Morris, Brett and Steve who did the food. There's a lot that goes into this weekend, and without those guys, it wouldn't have run as smoothly as what it did. So thanks to those guys. He gets thanked at every tournament, but there's a reason for that. Dan Lynch with Cue Ball TV. There was quite a few viewers tonight, over a few hundred at one stage, so well done. Everyone that entered, I mean, there was over 300 entries this year, so, you know, other than Berry, we're nearly the biggest comp on the calendar. So everyone that entered, especially the state players that travelled, Tassie, Townsville, there's a whole bunch. So thanks everyone, South Australia. Thanks everyone for coming down. All right, and let's get into the money. So I'll do the third and fourth. I'm getting there. The third and fourth place players were Paul Clack and who was the other one? Oh, Rusty. Sorry. So the Calcutta, Rusty in a syndicate had himself, and the owner of Paul Clack was Steve Lansborough. So Steve, come up and grab your... And while he's here, he also bought the runner-up as well, so he had a share of mixed, he bought mixed gearing, so well done Steve. He supported the Calcutta, so it's good to see him get a collect, so well done mate. I'll save the winner because I believe he had a bit of a share in himself, so he can come and collect all the money at the one time. But before we get on to the winner, the runner-up, Nick Scary, class personified, well done, just fell short this year. Nick, if you can come up and collect your runner-up trophy.
First of all, thanks again for all the people behind the scenes doing all the stuff. Yeah, it was a big, massive turnout, and to get like $25 tournaments, $100 tournaments, doubles, fit it all into the weekend, it was absolutely amazing. I haven't seen anything like that in any of the tournaments I've been playing in over the 18 years. So well done to you guys. That's really awesome. I've been battling hard for the last 6 or 8 hours, and come the final playing Mick. Yeah, well done, man. I know how hungry you wanted it. I tried, fell apart. You took advantage. Well done, you deserve it. And from now on, no more cues or tips. That's the cue. Alright? No more. Thanks.
Alright, and before I call up Mick, there's just one more thing we need to do. So the trophy here in the middle, which is obviously the big one there, it is in honour of a local guy by the name of Gary Whitcomb. For those that knew him, you know, he was a fantastic guy that we lost way too soon. He started the comp with Velo, and this trophy is actually the Gary Wicker Memorial. His dad is here, Ray, to present the trophy. So I'll get Ray to come up and present the trophy to our winner. The winner of the 2020 Geelong Open, Nick Reardon.
Can't see ya.
Shove my bags out, Mick.
So Mick, that trophy stays here. Your name will go on that one. So well done. This one's yours to keep. It's got the $3,000 first prize and the Calcutta, which I know you've got a share of yourself in. So well done.
Thanks everyone for coming. What do I say?
Yeah, mate.
I'm wrapped. I'm really excited that I got to the final anyway. And to play that bloke over there, I was shitting my pants. So I'd rather play Rusty. Yeah, thanks to all my family letting me come down here. All the crowd was great. Love yous. Sash, all you boys, fucking give me water and drinks that help and shots. Other than that, you've all done a good job. Dan Lynch, thanks for all the, streaming you done, mate. I'll give you some money, don't worry about that. And I'll put a couple hundred on the bar for everybody. So get in. Thanks, boys.
All right, last but not least, before you've heard enough of me for the weekend, obviously the comp, Valo and Danny, they're not here at the moment, but there is a lot of work that goes in before even this weekend starts, so can I get a big round of applause for Valo and Danny, obviously. It is what it is because of those guys. Next year, we'll see you again all next year, first and second weekend in Feb. Valo will post online, I'm sure, but thanks everyone for the weekend and enjoy the rest of your night. Cheers.
Yes.